Regionals presented by Capital One. We're back here in Music City, Nashville, Tennessee, day 2 of the Nashville Regional, and what a matchup. Two of the pillars of college baseball over the last couple of decades meeting in the winner's bracket. The Louisville Cardinals and the #1 national seed Vanderbilt Commodores meeting for the 10th time in the national tournament. Winner is sitting pretty going into Sunday. Loser will face Wright State tomorrow. The Raiders sent ETSU home with a 7-5 win earlier today. And last night, those Raiders almost upset Vandy. They were no hit through 6 innings, trailing 3-0. Then they got a homer from Brody Johnston. That was in the 7th. Then a solo home run from Mike Mancini in the 8th inning. And a controversial 2-run homer from Riley Nelson a few batters later. Over the foul pole. Originally called foul, overturned, and 4-3 the final. 5th straight comeback win at home for Vanderbilt. And that brings us to now. Hi again, everybody. Welcome back to Nashville alongside Auburn Hall of Famer Greg Olson. I'm Clay Matvick. It's great to have you with us here tonight. These Commodores, Greg, feel like they can't lose right now. They have won 9 straight.
Yeah, they looked like they were down and out last night until Riley Nelson comes up big in the biggest moment of the game. And they just find a way to win. And overlooked is J.D. Thompson going 8 innings and was just absolutely great other than 3 pitches.
Meanwhile, Louisville, they're one of the last teams to beat Vanderbilt. Did so on May the 6th. With that said, came into the national tournament a little bit cold, but played an almost perfect game yesterday.
Yeah, they really did. We got to see what Louisville's all about. Patrick Forbes was absolutely dominant on the mound. You see electric fastballs up to 97 miles an hour. And then the offense showed up. We saw what they're all about. There's Eddie King going deep. He went 3 for 4 last night.
And you get the football helmet for hitting a home run at Louisville. This is going to be fun. Louisville, Vanderbilt, they have a history. We're going to get it going in Music City coming up next. No tickets available here at Hawkins Field for this one. Sold out crowd as we get ready for an ACC versus SEC matchup, Louisville and Vanderbilt. Here is the Cardinals batting order for head coach Dan McDonnell in his 19th season. And again, Lucas Moore in the leadoff spot. Hit a home run yesterday. Also stole his 47th base. Might be the best leadoff man in the country.
Yeah, I mean, just rock solid at the plate. Also had a big game on that May 6th game against Vandy. 2 for 4, 3 RBI. They could not get him out or keep him off base.
And here's Cody Bowker. He is the junior right-hander who gets the call tonight for Vanderbilt. 3-4 on the year. 4.46 ERA, coming off his first career SEC win through 4 shutout innings against Tennessee at the SEC tournament.
High leverage fastball, rides when it's up in the zone, gets a little bit of sink action down. 91 to 94, cutter, slider, changeup. This guy's been good all year, very consistent.
There's Tim Corbin, longtime head coach of Vanderbilt, 23 years running this Vandy program. They have been red hot since mid-April, and they are really good here at home. This is 19 straight national tournament appearances now for Vanderbilt, the longest current tournament streak in the country. And the first pitch to Moore is swung on and slicing foul off the bat of Moore. Lucas Moore, very aggressive leadoff man, sometimes to the point that Dan McDonnell has to say, hey, cool your heels, maybe take a pitch or 2 once in a while.
Yeah, we got a guy struggling with command. You might want to sit back a little bit, but not the case with Cody Bowker, very aggressive in the leadoff spot.
There's the strike. The home plate umpire Brandon Cooper calling balls and strikes tonight. 0-2 here to Moore. And again fouled off. We talked about Lucas Moore and his 47 stolen bases. That's second in the country. He leads this team in batting average. The sophomore from Cincinnati. And Bowker's delivery swung on, ground ball to second. Rustin Rigdon is there. One up, one down. Louisville offensively, that's where they hang their hat. They can score runs, they can steal bases. And a .305 team batting average, that was near the top of the ACC.
Also 9th in the nationally in stolen bases with 148.
Matt Klein now. Had a 2-run homer in the 5th inning yesterday. His first hit since late March. And this is his 3rd game back from a broken wrist on his glove hand. Missed a couple of months. 33 total games. And here is the home run from yesterday in that win over ETSU. And obviously they missed his offense, Greg, but how he handles the pitching staff, that's a key component too.
And that was a big piece of him coming back, controlling the game from behind the dish, leadership. But he got a fastball. He didn't see very many fastballs yesterday, but a whole bunch of changeups off speed. And he finally saw one right there, and he saw what he did with it.
1 ball and 2 strikes to Matt Klein, 2-hole hitter here in the 1st inning for Louisville. And that misses down. Cody Bowker out of Bowdoinham, Maine. Spent the last couple of years at Georgetown, where he was all Big East. Tried to clip the inside corner and missed.
Oh, did not miss by much. Been up this whole sequence, and then right there goes down, drives it down the bottom of the zone. Did not get the call.
So Klein works the count full. And now swings, sends it opposite field deep to left. Braden Holcomb is there, and he watches it leave. Goodbye home run. Matt Klein. Opposite field power for his 5th home run of the year and his 2nd in 2 days. And Louisville, 2 batters in, jumps out in front.
One of the team captains is that they really were demoralized when he went down with a broken wrist. Good pitch down in the zone, little sink action, little run, and he just stays inside of it. And you see the power and the pop that he is capable of.
One nothing Cardinals, and now Jake Monroe gets ready to hit. Man, Matt Klein, it's almost like making a trade in May. You get a key component back. Boy, did they miss him. And now Louisville has a little air of confidence here early in this ball game. And for Cody Bowker, that's been a problem from time to time. That's his team high 13th home run given up.
Well, I mean, it wasn't a bad pitch. It's just you got to, every once in a while as a pitcher, you got to tip your cap.
Big swing and a miss for Monroe. Jake Monroe was 0 for 3 yesterday against East Tennessee State. He was a JUCO All-American last year. He's been a good fit at third base for the Cards. Here's the 1-2 pitch from Bowker. Slider misses. So we talked about Louisville beating Commodores 5-4 a little over 3 weeks ago. That just missed. And now another full count. And this is the 10th time meeting in the NCAA tournament. Vandy leads 5-4. They last met in the 2019 College World Series. Met a couple of times in Omaha that year. Vandy beat Louisville twice and won it all. Called strike 3. So Bowker battles back after the home run and gets his first strikeout of the night.
Yeah, he went there, just missed the pitch before that. He's like, all right, I'll start this one on the corner, let it run back. Backdoor sinker, great pitch, great adjustment.
All right, 2 outs now for Eddie King Jr. Eddie King Jr., the right fielder tonight, was the DH yesterday. 346, 15, make that 16 homers and 54 runs batted in. Tell you, he's been on a tear the last 5 games. 5 homers and 11 runs batted in for King.
Coach McDonald said this was the guy that needed to step up when Matt Klein went down, and he stepped up big. Second team All ACC.
This one lifted deep right field. Jacob Humphrey going back on the warning track. He'll make the catch. Eddie King Jr. making a bid for an opposite field home run. He doesn't get it, but Matt Klein did. And it's 1-0 Louisville halfway through the first.
Matt Klein gets the party started here in Nashville. Goes deep oppo. Louisville up early.
After a home run in the first inning from Matt Klein, the big Cardinals catcher. And now the Commodores coming to the plate for the first time. And this is how Tim Corbin's batting order looks tonight. Essentially the same cast of characters as we've been seeing during this 9-game winning streak, including the freshman third baseman Brody Johnston. 14 homers, 54 runs batted in, both team highs, and he homered yesterday, Greg.
Yeah, he got everything started. 7th inning, they were getting no hit. Led off the 7th with a bomb to left field, and after that, the Commodores rolled.
On the mound for Louisville tonight, junior right-hander Tucker Biven out of New Albany, Indiana, 3-0 with a 4.75 ERA. He was the team's closer most of the year, has a team-high 4 saves, but he's making his 4th start in a little over a month.
Yeah, fastball is going to be 91 to 95, really plus arm. He's got to sink it, keep it down. He's going to sink it, slider coming off of that. They moved him to the starting rotation because they were not getting him enough work as a closer. This is a Team USA national guy.
So Rustin Rigdon has a bat and he is ready to go. Freshman switch hitter, they call him Rooster. He has settled into the leadoff spot over the last month, and can't help but think that he's part of the reason that Vandy has found an offensive spark here over the last 5-6 weeks.
Yeah, he's a big piece of it. Yeah, he's a big piece of it, moving him from left field to second base, getting Holcomb out into left field, and everything started to click right after that.
12-game on base streak for Rigdon. So Vandy for their 2nd straight night playing from behind in the first inning, as Wright State jumped out to a 1-0 lead in the first. Of course, they rallied late and won that game 4-3. There's a strike from Tucker Biven, his first of the night on a breaking ball. It's 1-1. Tucker Biven was the winning pitcher when the Cardinals beat Vanderbilt in Louisville a few weeks ago. Opposite way, and that is going to get down for a hit for Rigdon, right in front of Zion Rose in left field. And so Vanderbilt in business here in the first.
Rigdon's a threat to run, 19 stolen bases on the year. Really nice piece of hitting. 2-seam fastball down and away. Good location by Biven. Just better piece of hitting.
And now the center fielder R.J. Austin, one of the fan favorites here in Nashville. 0 for 3 yesterday, but reached on a fielder's choice in the 8th last night and was on for Nelson's home run. And Biven's going to make a throw over to first. Boy, these are 2 of the best stolen base teams in the country.
Yeah, they really work hard at the small ball game, take pride in it. And I'll tell you what, it is so hard to defend. You have to be very focused on the mound, on keeping that base runner, varying your looks, varying your time to the plate.
with no strikes here on Austin. Rigdon at first. And a pitch from Bivin misses down and away. 2-0 to Austin. Welcome everybody to Nashville. Louisville and the #1 national seed Vanderbilt locking horns here tonight. Night number 2 of the Nashville Regional. It is 1-0 Louisville here in the bottom of the first. The Cardinals catcher, Big Matt Klein, his 3rd game back from injury, missed 2 months with a broken wrist, has made an immediate impact here the last couple of games for the Cardinals. It is solo home run opposite field in the 1st inning. And now Rustin Rigdon is at first for Vanderbilt. He's Greg Olson. I'm Clay Matvick. Vanderbilt has won 9 in a row.
Gotten hot at the right time, ran through the SEC tournament, only given up 3 runs. And during that time, the offense has ticked up, hitting just below 300 during that win streak.
3 balls and 1 strike to the center fielder, R.J. Austin, who was 0 for 3 in the win over Wright State yesterday. A come-from-behind win. Swung on and missed, and now full count to Austin. There was drama last night here at Hawkins Field. Beat Wright State 4-3. They were no hit for 6 innings, but scored 4 runs on 4 hits in the 7th and the 8th against the bullpen. And Tucker Bivin, the starter for the Cardinals, throws over to first. Tucker Bivin was the team's closer for Louisville most of the year. In fact, has a team-high 4 saves, but making his 4th start in a little over a month. Rigdon takes off, swung on to third. This is going to be a tough play. Throw is in time. They get the runner. Never slowing down is Rigdon, and he goes all the way to third base on the play. And that is the first out of the inning. But how about the base running of Rustin Rigdon?
I think we're going to have a review right here, but Rigdon was running on the pitch. Nice play at third base by Monroe. The question is, did Tag Davis keep that foot on the bag? And Rigdon just never slowed down.
Vanderbilt is challenging the call out at first base. This play is under review.
So we're going to get our first review of the night. Jake Monroe knew he had to hurry because R.J. Austin flies down the line. Did he pull Davis off the bag? Boy, I don't think so.
I don't either. I'm not sure what they're seeing. The ball, in my mind, clearly beats Austin. And that foot looked like it was on the bag. I don't see why both of them came up. Well, you can see Austin saying he's off the bag.
Take Davis, the first baseman for Louisville. His dad, Ben Davis, played in the major leagues for about 7 years. And, you know, Ben was a tall guy too. Tag is as well. Big man over there, and he needed every inch of his frame to make that catch. It looked like he kept his foot on the bag.
Yeah, from my vantage point, yes, but you can see R.J. Austin right away was pointing down at his foot. Very athletic play at first base by Tag Davis.
I don't think there's going to be enough evidence to overturn this. Of course, there was a controversial call last night here as the umpire is ready to make the decision.
After review, the call on the field is confirmed. The runner is out. Vanderbilt is charged with 1 challenge. They have 1 remaining.
So 1 challenge left for the Commodores. And now the guy who hit that controversial home run last night, Riley Nelson, coming up. With Vanderbilt down a run in the 8th inning, hit it over the foul pole in right field. It was originally called foul on the field. The umpires talked about it. They changed the call on the field to home run. They reviewed it. It stood, and the final score was 4-3 Vanderbilt.
Yeah, we did not have enough video evidence to overturn it, so whatever the call on the field was going to stay. And Riley Nelson, just a cool customer, gets into a hitter's count, 2-0. Initially, the first base umpire called it foul. The umpires got together, convened, overturned their initial call.
And that was the 6th go-ahead home run in the 8th inning or later for Vanderbilt this season. That is the second most in Division I. And they have had a ton of late comebacks here, especially at home lately. They've won 5 in a row at home in come-from-behind fashion. And they're already playing from behind in this one tonight. And pitches outside to Nelson, who has been just a huge addition out of the transfer portal. Transfer from Yavapai in Arizona. Leads the team in average hits and runs, 357, 8 homers, 47 RBIs. And it's going to get out of play.
Tim Corbin looks at him like a Sean Casey type of player, you know, great hitter, gap to gap guy. He'll give you 7 to 10 home runs.
Well, that was a mammoth one last night. Rigdon at third, swung out and missed. And Nelson's going to have to sit down. Out number 2. And the first strikeout for Tucker Biven.
You see what you like about Tucker Biven. Been working sinkers down in the zone. Goes with a 4-seamer. Just beats the bat of Nelson. That pitch before that he fouled off and was late. That one, Biven amped it up just a little bit more and got it by him.
And now here's the freshman third baseman, Brody Johnston. 1 for 3 with a homer. Swings and misses. Klein looking for it, realizes it's in his glove. That homer that led off the 7th inning was the first hit for Vanderbilt against Wright State last night, after starter Cam Allen no-hit him for 6 innings. Got that homer off the bullpen. The 0-1 from Biven. And that sits off the plate. This is an exciting freshman, Greg. A kid who carries himself like a seasoned vet. Tim Corbin just raves about his maturity.
Yeah, said you don't see it in somebody this young. Very mature approach. Struggled early on in the season, and Coach Corbin said he's got a very short memory, moves on quick. He could go 0 for 4, and if his team won, he's still the happiest guy in the clubhouse.
Chase that one out of the zone, 2-2. Tim Corbin, 63 years old now. This is his 20th national tournament. Trying to get Vanderbilt back to Omaha for the 6th time. Tucker Biven now dealing with a full count here to Johnston. Biven was the winning pitcher when the Cardinals beat Vanderbilt in May. 3.5 weeks ago, early May. Hit on the ground to short. Gobbled up there by Alex Alicea. His throw is low, but Tate Davis makes another good play at first base for the 3rd out, and Rigdon is stranded at 3rd. We have played 1. Louisville 1. Vanderbilt nothing. A little over 3.5 weeks ago in Louisville, Lucas Moore had a couple of big hits to drive in 3 runs. Vanderbilt cut it to 1, but Jake Schweitzer came in for the save. Louisville wins it 5-4. And they meet again here with much more on the line. That was a Tuesday night game, non-conference play late in the year. This is to be 2-0 in the regional and be in the driver's seat on Sunday. So we'll see what happens here tonight. Garrett Pike, Zion Rose, and Tate Davis, 5, 6, and 7 here in the second for the Cardinals, leading 1-0 thanks to a first inning home run by Matt Klein. Garrett Pike, senior, in the DH slot tonight, was in right field yesterday and went 2 for 4 with a run batted in. Bowker tied him up on that inside pitch. It's 2-1.
Yeah, a little bit of a sweeping slider. Pike sees the ball coming down and into his happy zone, and it just disappears, almost a wiffle ball.
That one's fouled off. This is the home run if you're just joining us. First inning, Matt Klein, the catcher for the Cardinals. Third game back after missing 2 with a broken wrist. And that's the difference in the game. And now this one is hammered off the bat of Pike. R.J. Austin in front of the warning track will haul it in. Hit a long way by Pike, but he's the first out of the Louisville second. The ball has been carrying the last couple of days here in Nashville. 25 of the 30 runs scored this weekend have come via the home run.
Yeah, I mean, it's a legit ballpark. It just is playing short. And sometimes you get ballparks like that. We've had a wind steadily blowing out to right and left, moving all over the place.
I don't think the ball is going to travel as easily tonight. Air's a little heavier now. And Zion Rose looks at strike one. 1-1 to the Cardinals left fielder. 0 for 3 with a run batted in on a sacrifice fly yesterday against East Tennessee State. Rose is one of the 5 captains for the Cardinals. First team all ACC. He's a freshman All-American last year, and he's had a really good sophomore season. The 1-2 pitch from Bowker. And another foul. This is the 14th NCAA tournament for Louisville. But it's the first in 3 years. The last couple of years without Louisville in the tournament, it's kind of had a weird feeling.
Yeah, no, they've been solid for a long time.
1-2 hit hard into right field, base hit. Rose goes the opposite way. One out base runner for the Cardinals, and it's Zion Rose who can move.
Well, the whole sequence had him chasing fastballs up out of the zone, and then Bowker goes with a cutter down and away. Velo's almost 9-10 off of his fastball. It just allowed Zion Rose to catch up. Great piece of hitting. Good location by Bowker, but just a better piece of hitting.
Second hit of the night for Louisville. And now Bowker has to be wary of Zion Rose, who has 29 stolen bases on the campaign. I mean, this Cardinals offense will pressure you with their speed. Popped up off the bat of Davis, and that's going to get out of play. Tate Davis, 6'4", 225-pound freshman out of Philadelphia, has had a really good first year in college baseball. 282, 18 homers, and 50 runs batted in. He was 1 for 4 with a double yesterday. That's a quick play. Back under the tag is Rose.
That is the only defense a right-handed pitcher has to control the running game. Is a good quick move, vary your times, vary your looks over to first base.
That's a low throw, caught by Nelson on the backhand. 148 stolen bases. Tops in the ACC, 9th in the country. Long set for Bowker. There he goes. Swung on, missed. Here's the throw, and it is not in time. Stolen base for Zion Rose. 30th stolen base of the year for Rose.
Just that little swing by Tag Davis keeps Colin Barcy back enough. It's still a really good throw, not a bad pitch. Not a bad pitch either. So, I mean, it was a perfect scenario. Nice job by Barcy, just not in time.
Oh, flailing swing there by Davis, so he goes down on strikes. That fooled him. And that is the second strikeout for Bowker. 2 down.
You get a nice look here at the pitch sequence by Bowker. Fastball up and in. Goes with a changeup down. And then that sink piece running off the plate. And just a completely different 3 sets of looks. Really nice job by Bowker to execute.
Now Kamayu Neighbors up there. Pops it up, foul ground. Brody Johnston giving it a look, and it comes back toward the line, and he makes the catch for their 3rd out. So Rose is stranded at second, and we're through 1.5. It's 1-0 Louisville. Well, the NCAA baseball regionals are presented by Capital One. What's in your wallet?
The new How to Train Your Dragon menu is now at BK. Get it before it disappears. Oh, toothless. Bold, tasty, and dangerously delicious. How to Train Your Dragon. Coming to theaters June 13th.
Have you ever looked up at the stars and wondered, is there life on other planets?
It's really happening!
On June 20th,
This is the most beautiful place I've ever seen!
This is the bathroom.
we are not
This is awesome!
alone.
Are you gonna eat me? What? Ew, what kind of alien are you?
Disney and Pixar's Elio, rated PG.
Pedro's parents planned for adventure, but they didn't plan for him to make a new best friend. You were made to get more than you bargained for. We were made to help you save on packages. Expedia, made to travel.
Let's go! The Rob Dwalishvili, the Sugar Show! Juliana Pena!
How are you going to beat me, Kayla?
Kayla Harrison!
I will be champion.
Well, for more information on all 16 regional sites and the road to Omaha, visit ncaa.com, the home for all 90 NCAA championships. Here's a look at the Big O. College World Series starts on June 13th. He's Greg Olson, an Omaha native. I'm Clay Matvick. Glad to have you with us here as we move to the 2nd inning. Vanderbilt hitting with Braden Holcomb at the plate, followed by Colin Barcy and Jonathan Vastine. 5, 6, and 7. 1-0 Louisville on a solo home run from Matt Klein. This is Tucker Biven pitching for the Cardinals tonight. It's been an interesting transition for Biven. The junior from New Albany, Indiana, started the year in the bullpen, and in the last month has turned into a pretty dependable starter.
Yeah, he really has, and they were finding out on the weekends. They're driving out of town, playing in the ACC, and they're going, we didn't get Tucker Biven but 1 inning. We got one of our best arms in the bullpen, and we're getting him 1 inning. And they felt like, hey, you know what? Let's get this guy in the rotation.
Comebacker over the mound. Neighbors playing right behind the bag at second. Able to throw out Holcomb for the 1st out.
Just stay out of the way. That's your... Sometimes you're just better just staying out of the way. Nice positioning, great shift. Louisville checks the stats, the analytics. Here's where he hits the ball most often. Sinker down in the zone. Sometimes it's just best to stay out of the way, Clay.
I'll write that down. Braden Holcomb, the 6'5" left fielder, is retired. And now here's Barcy. Colin Barcy 0 for 3 yesterday. The Vanderbilt catcher, a sophomore out of Naperville, Illinois. Became the Commodores' main backstop this season. Pretty good power numbers too. 8 homers, 39 runs batted in. The 0-1. Well, comebacker. Bivin was able to snare that. Flips over to first. And 2 easy outs as Bivin has retired 5 straight since giving up the leadoff hit to Rigdon in the first inning.
You got this much sink action at the bottom of the zone, man. You want these guys swinging. You want them to hit it because they're going to put it in play. It's going to be weak contact. A lot of ground balls to this really good Louisville defense.
This is Jonathan Vastine, senior shortstop, one of the best defensive players in the SEC and maybe one of the best defensive shortstops in the entire country. Decided to come back to Vanderbilt for his senior season. He's 0 for 2 with a walk yesterday. An off-speed pitch. Got a piece of it, but it's strike 2, 0-2 to Vastine.
I think Corbin was probably most offended. There was only one player on the Vandy boys that made an all-SEC team. And he was more offended that Vastine did not get on the all-defensive team. He said he's been one of the best shortstops he's ever had.
Only 2 errors for Vastine this year. He wraps it to Neighbors at second. And that is a 1-2-3 second for Tucker Bivin. Now the junior starter out to a great start. So are the Cardinals, leading 1-0.
Would you rather spend your summer like this?
Hey, Jim, how's your back?
You know.
I hear you.
Or like this?
What's happening? Welcome. Allow me to adjust your gravity. I'm fine. Gravity on.
On June 20th, kick off your summer with
Elio.
You're more puny than I expected.
I can say the same about you. These are the lava tunnels. And I am not fireproof. Just get in my mouth. Actually kind of comfy in here.
Disney and Pixar's Elio, rated PG, June 20th.
Well, the SEC has had at least one team in the College World Series Finals 15 of the past 16 years. And looking for a 6th straight national championship. Vanderbilt winning a title in 2014, again in 2019. There's Kumar Rocker charging the field. Tim Corbin. And the Vandy boys have a couple of national championships. And this is a team right now playing some of its best baseball. And Rhett Wiseman is in the crowd. He's got championship rings on. He was on that 2014 national title team. Played right field for the Doors that year. But we talked about it at the top of the broadcast, Greg. There's a special feel around this club right now. It's like they feel they can't lose.
No, you're absolutely right. I mean, the one thing you can always count on with Vandy is that they can flat out pitch. And they have done that again this year. 9th in the nation in ERA, 4th in the nation in hits per 9 innings, 6th in the nation in WHIP. I mean, it's what you expect out of a Vanderbilt program, and that's the one way to win in college baseball, is with dominant arms.
And they like their starter tonight, Cody Bowker, a junior from Maine, coming off his first career SEC win. This is a line drive foul off the bat of Alex Alicea. He's the number 9 hitter in this Louisville order. There you see by the numbers here, Vanderbilt, 9th in ERA, 3.76, a 982 field percentage. That is 5th in the country. So they can pitch and defend. That'll win you a lot of ball games.
That's exactly it. You saw the numbers, 206 nationally with their batting average around 270. And again, I said over this win streak, it has ticked up closer to 292. So they're starting to swing it, and they're putting it together at the right time.
Alicea flicks it out into right field. Humphrey will take a few steps and make the catch for the first out. So Bowker now has retired 3 in a row, going back to last inning. And now this will be the second time through for the Cardinals order, as Lucas Moore comes up for the second time. 1 for 4 in the regional, couple of runs batted in. Hit a home run yesterday. First team All ACC, leads the ACC with 79 runs scored.
He is one of only 2 players in D1 baseball to have 25 games with 1 hit, 1 run, and 1 stolen base, and he did it again yesterday.
Now, he might be the most electric player in this region. And there are several candidates. Bowker's pitch fouled off, 1-2. Talked about Louisville and how they struggled down the stretch. Lost their last 3 ACC series and made a quick exit at the ACC tournament. Lost 13-11 to Pitt. Dan McDonnell was not pleased with the way things were going the last few weeks, but you know, yesterday was an all-around great performance by the Cardinals in that win over ETSU.
Yeah, and you know what? I mean, they got the talking point of they just got Matt Klein back. He got 2 at-bats in that Pitt game at the ACC tournament. This is the first time they've been together, because Eddie King was out with a hamstring early on, and then they lose Klein right after that. So this has not been a complete offense until now. So that could be my talking point. If, you know what? Oh yeah, we've been struggling, but now we got everybody back together. Let's go.
There's Klein. He's going to hit next. He's the difference in this ball game with his home run in the first, and this is just the 3rd time all season that Dan McDonnell has been able to put this lineup on the field. Everybody's finally healthy. And called strike 3 more. He's going to have to sit down, out number 2. All right, this is Klein yesterday. This had to feel good for the big catcher. His first hit in over 2 months, coming back from that broken wrist, and then this was the first inning tonight.
He's getting it going at the right time. Short, quick exit in the ACC tournament, and so he spent the week. They had a bunch of scrimmage games where he was able to start getting on time. When you're out that long, you get rusty, and Louisville did a really nice job of getting him a bunch of at-bats and simulated games over this last week, getting him on time, and now we're starting to see the results of that.
Georgetown transfer Cody Bowker looking for a 1-2-3 inning, and he's got it. Barcy's going to have to throw down to first. Couple of strikeouts in the inning for Bowker. And we're halfway through the 3rd. It stays 1-0 Cardinals.
Fire it up.
The all-new Dragon Flame Grilled Whopper is here at BK. Bold, juicy, flame grilled, and ready for adventure. Experience a new kind of flame at Burger King. How to Train Your Dragon, coming to theaters June 13th.
Check-in time is 3.
It's 2:55.
I know.
Is this what he's doing now?
As your host, I have some rules. First, no showers longer than 5 minutes. This isn't a spa. No games, no fun.
Yes, Coach.
Meanwhile, at a Verbo, you always have your vacation home to yourself. Make it a Verbo.
Have you ever looked up at the stars and wondered, is there life on other planets?
It's really happening!
On June 20th,
This is the most beautiful place I've ever seen.
This is the bathroom.
we are not
This is awesome!
alone.
Are you gonna eat me? What? Ew. What kind of alien are you?
Disney and Pixar's Elio, rated PG.
The Women's College World Series heats up in OKC as softball's elite compete for their ticket to the championship series. The Women's College World Series continues through June 6th on the networks of ESPN.
For multi-game coverage of the regionals, scan the QR code below. ESPN Plus subscribers, you can access expanded coverage with Squeeze Play. And we were talking to Dan McDonald. He lives in Louisville where Chris Burke lives. And he knows that Chris is just perfect for that studio setting. Just a college baseball junkie. Berkey and Rooney in studio with Matt Schick and Chris Budden doing a great job keeping us updated on the entire tournament in one spot.
Yeah, both of those guys are so good in that spot. Rooney knows everything about everybody, which is utterly amazing to me. And then Berkey just loves talking ball.
He does. Now Vanderbilt down a run. The #1 national seed sending Jacob Humphrey to the plate first here in the 3rd inning. He's in the 8-hole. Swung on and missed, 2-1. He'll be followed by Mike Mancini and then back to the top of the order in Rustin Rigdon. Humphrey 0 for 3 yesterday. 2-1 from Bivin. That's down 3-1. Humphrey hit what proved to be the game-winning homer in the SEC tournament title game against Ole Miss in Hoover, Alabama. As Vandy won 3 straight games. Foul ball, it's 3-2. And, you know, Vanderbilt, they've been hot since mid-April. Won 12 of the last 16 SEC regular season games before that 3-game sweep through Hoover. Foul back.
Yeah, this is just a solid player, solid team. Coach Corbin just raves about Humphrey, his personality, very dynamic. And he said, just got a high level of gratitude for where he is.
Bivens pitch, chop left side, charging is Monroe. He throws on the run, low throw, dug out at first by Tate Davis. Davis, man, he's earning his scholarship over there at first base tonight.
This is just unbelievable. Humphrey has plus speed. This is about to be done in a heartbeat. And Tate Davis almost catches this ball behind him. Gets that stretch out there, but still catches the ball closer to where his leg was. That just hurts me, Clay.
Ought to be young again. Well, that's 7 in a row retired by Tucker Bivin. Gave up the leadoff hit to Rustin Rigdon in the first, but 7 straight Commodores he has sat down. As Mike Mancini comes up now. Mancini's the DH again tonight for the Commodores. 1 for 3 yesterday and hit a critical solo homer in the 8th. That made it 3-2 in that game against Wright State. 4-3 comeback. Transfer from James Madison, played in the national tournament for the Dukes last year. And now, back here in the NCAA tournament again, the new team.
He was on the Raleigh All-Region team. Had a really good year, hit 329, 15 home runs. Really ignited the rally in the 8th inning last night.
Boy, he sure did. Here's the 3-0 pitch, and walked him 4 straight out of the zone as Bivin walks the number 9 hitter.
I'm sorry, I'm laughing because Coach McDonald made a point out of this in our coaches meeting of how it never fails. They either hit the 9-hole guy or they walk the 9-hole guy, and that'll be the first thing he'll say to me tomorrow. The 9-hole guy. And that's all he's going to say.
Yep. There's Dan. Boy, nothing grates on him more than that. So Mancini's aboard. And here's Rigdon, who has the lone hit for Vanderbilt tonight. Klein can't find it. And Mancini now in scoring position.
Yeah, it spiked a breaking ball. Klein kept it down, kept it in front. He just couldn't find it.
That's going to be a wild pitch. Rigdon, the single in the first inning, was stranded at third. Now has her 13-game on base streak. Very calm rookie. Has been used in the outfield, third base, and now for the last few weeks, the starter at second. Mancini at second. And that's going to get away from home plate. Klein looking for it again. Rounding third, coming home. Mancini slides and scores. Amazing base running for the Commodores here in the third inning from Mike Mancini. He never slowed down. And now we're tied at 1.
Great base running, and the adage of speed kills is on display right here. Spiked fastball, Klein knocks it down, cannot find it. I love the fact that Bivin doesn't try to point at it, goes straight for the ball, tries to make an effort to get to it. But Mancini was just flying, never slowed down, never stopped. Not very often you get to see a two-base wild pitch.
Mancini walks. There's a wild pitch that allows him to get to second. And then a two-base wild pitch ties this game at 1. And that's going to draw Roger Williams out of the dugout, the longtime pitching coach for the Cardinals. Nobody is throwing in the Louisville bullpen. Williams just out there to reset everybody.
Yeah, I mean, the 4-pitch walk to Mancini, 3 straight spiked pitches, 2 of them breaking balls, but this last one's a fastball. And I know that Bivin's got to work down bottom of the zone, but he's missing by a couple feet on his location up-down. So Roger Williams knows him best, walks out, calls timeout, gives him his take, whatever that mentality, whatever that thought process is to get Bivin back on track. Roger Williams just used it right here.
You see Bivin, what he did against Vanderbilt, inning and a third of relief, got the win, but Vanderbilt was great on the bases against him. Bivin has now thrown 7 straight out of the zone. Make it 8 in a row. And so Rigdon will take first base. 1 out, man on, and here is R.J. Austin coming to the plate.
Well, the base running ability that these guys have at the bottom of the lineup and the top of the lineup, talking about Vandy, you cannot give them free passes. Right now, 8 straight balls. And that's going to get this Louisville bullpen moving a little bit.
R.J. Austin has been quiet so far in the regional. 0 for 3 yesterday, grounded out to third his first time up tonight.
I don't mind that. I think couple more throw-overs, try to get my balance, get my feeling back of what's going on if I'm Tucker Biven.
Rigdon at first, 19 stolen bases. He dives back into the bag and he's safe.
That's going to be about the extent of Rigdon's lead right there. That was bang, bang. So great base stealers do not extend their lead. They do not get out really far from first base. They do not want to get a pickoff move, so they keep the move a little bit short when they're getting ready to steal. Gives them a chance to get back.
Rigdon was caught stealing yesterday in that game against Wright State. Boston Smith, the Raiders catcher, threw him out at second. And that's a strike to R.J. Austin. You just get the sense that Austin is ready to break out. He is such a special player. He was 4 for 12 with 4 runs batted in during the SEC tournament. He's named to the all-tournament team. Just a little quiet so far here in Nashville this weekend.
Got off to a slow start, and Corbin felt like he was really trying to do too much. You know, he was really pressing and trying to pick up this offense when it was struggling. So he was trying to take it to another level. He was struggling. And then finally, you know, towards the middle of the season, moving to the late part of the season, he started relaxing a little bit and his game started getting back on track.
One out, man on. Swung on and missed, and Biven gets a big out of R.J. Austin for out number 2.
Biven gets himself reset. Whatever Roger Williams said worked. Gets that sinker down in the zone and then follows it up with a couple of sliders starting right in that same slot. So they're seeing balls down at the knees and they don't know right out of the hand if it's a sinker or if it's going to be that slider, and Austin could not lay off that slider out of the zone.
So after throwing 8 straight out of the zone, Biven gets a visit from Roger Williams, comes back and strikes out Austin, but now has to deal to a very dangerous Riley Nelson, big first baseman. And that 2-run home run last night proved to be the game winner against Wright State. And he hammers this one to straightaway center. Lucas Moore is going to camp under it and make the catch. I think earlier in the day that might climb out of here, but it stays in the ballpark for Nelson. And Biven gives up just 1 run in the 3rd inning. Patrick Forbes, winning pitcher for Louisville yesterday, joins us when we come back.
The new How to Train Your Dragon menu is now at BK. Get it before it disappears. Oh, toothless. Bold, tasty, and dangerously delicious. How to Train Your Dragon. Coming to theaters June 13th.
Clorox Sentiva cleans like Clorox. Smells like lavender. Feels like trusted clean, long-lasting freshness. Clorox Sentiva.
Would you rather spend your summer like this?
Hey, Jim, how's your back?
Oh, you know.
I hear ya.
Or like this?
What's happening? Welcome. Allow me to adjust your gravity. I'm fine. Gravity on.
On June 20th, kick off your summer with
Elio.
You're more puny than I expected.
I could say the same about you. These are the lava tunnels. Chloe and I am not fireproof. Just get in my mouth. Actually kind of comfy in here.
Disney and Pixar's Elio. Rated PG, June 20th.
Well, this was yesterday. Patrick Forbes, junior right-hander for the Cardinals. 13 strikeouts. An NCAA tournament record for Louisville. And he picked up his 3rd win of the year. Tonight, Louisville tied with Vanderbilt 1-1 as we head to the 4th inning. Patrick, gracious enough to join us from the dugout. Patrick, that was a terrific performance yesterday. I know that recently you've been battling some forearm tightness, but how did you feel yesterday physically?
I felt pretty good. I mean, I was getting with the trainers and stuff, you know, it's nothing serious, but just needed a few weeks off, rest my forearm, but I've been feeling good. I think I've had 4 starts since then, so just been working back, and I'm glad I could get back at the right time.
Yeah, so you're working back from the forearm, and it looked like 2 innings, 4 innings, 5 innings. Did you kind of hit your limit last night? I know strikeouts tend to add up to the pitch count.
Yeah, the pitch count was kind of up there. We didn't really have a set limit going into the game, but they just kind of felt like Cutts was ready in the bullpen, and I was at 100+ pitches, so I think it was time to pull me. But I wanted to stay in there and get a few more hitters, but it was all right. It worked out pretty good. Cutts came in and did his job for us.
Yeah, the bullpen was good. You were good. 18 total strikeouts yesterday. So hats off to the pitching department.
Right.
Now here's Jake Monroe leading it off for Louisville here in the 4th inning. Oh, that rode in, and it hit him.
All right, Patrick, so, all right, let's just say you guys move on out of this. What's your next move? What are you going to work on when you get into the bullpen next time? How do you get better?
I had 4 walks, so I'd like to cut that number down. And it always seems like I gave up the 1 home run yesterday, and it always seems like every time I give up a home run, it's after a walk or a HBP. So I think the game is just punishing me for giving out free bases. So I think just cutting down the walks, and maybe the command could use a little bit more work, I think.
I mean, is it a tempo issue for you? Is it a mechanical issue? What is your command issue?
Usually it's just the fastball's up. I think sometimes I just try to do too much, or I get a little too excited, maybe with 2 strikes, and I kind of just let a few rip, and they just get away from me. So I think maybe just keeping the composure a little bit.
Jake Monroe's at first base. We're talking with Patrick Forbes. Eddie King is at the plate, and he swings and misses. The ball and a strike here to big Eddie King. The run that your team has been on the last few weeks, didn't seem that promising, but yesterday's ball game seemed like a perfect game. Everything went well for the Cardinals. How do you channel that the rest of the NCAA tournament?
Yeah, we've had some ups and downs for sure. We've been really high at times and then really low, but we just kind of learned from the bad games. Just try to focus on doing the right things. So, yeah, yesterday we put everything together, and it was great offensively, defensively, and pitching. So I think just doing that moving forward will be huge, and it seems like we've got a good game going so far today.
Well, Patrick, we appreciate your time. Congratulations on the win yesterday. Good luck.
Thank you, guys.
Good luck. Nice job yesterday.
There goes Patrick Forbes, winning pitcher yesterday. He was marvelous. Man on, nobody out here in the 4th inning for Louisville in a tie game. Pitch to Eddie King, popped up, and that's going to spin back out of play. And we're going to talk to J.D. Thompson, who was the starter and the winning pitcher for Vanderbilt yesterday. It didn't look like he was going to end up getting the win, but because of the 8th inning comeback, he did, and he was brilliant too. Sawyer Hawks pitched the 9th, got his save, 8th of the year. Well pitched game for both teams yesterday. Checked his swing again. So now full count here on Eddie King. Eddie King Jr. Dan McDonald called on him to step it up after that Klein injury in late March, and he really has responded.
Yeah, he said the King's been a slow starter over his career, and he pointed out in the meeting with all the captains, Eddie, I need you to step it up.
Strikeout, throw down to second, double play. Well, that's how you do it. Colin Barcy, beautiful throw down to second base, to strike him out, throw him out, double play here in the 4th.
I think we're going to have interference if he didn't throw him out. King falls across the plate. Barcy, just a great job of staying with it. He's got Eddie King falling in front of him. Perfect throw. Rigdon lays down the tag. Strike him out, throw him out.
2 down now for Garrett Pike, who's quickly behind in the count, 1 strike. Pike, a transfer from Toledo. Drove in Louisville's 4th run yesterday against East Tennessee State. Bowker spikes that one in the turf. 1-1.
Left Toledo last year with the records for season home runs and career home runs. Left with 42 home runs playing for Toledo.
93-mile-an-hour fastball from Bowker. And it's 1-2.
Let's see if Bowker goes right back up there. Once you show me as a former pitcher, you're going to expand the zone up. I'm going to keep throwing it up there.
He does again. That one's fouled off. Really, since the home run decline, Bowker has been good. He's just given up the one hit. Did hit Monroe to start this inning, but it's some help from Barcy, his catching partner here. The 1-2 pitch. That's inside, turned away from Garrett Pike. And now it's 2-2.
Nice location. Louisville has been thrown out 19 times. They are 148 out of 167. And Vanderbilt has 3 of those caught stealings.
Popped up. Should be an easy play for Nelson. And it is. Cody Barker starting to cruise along here as we're through the 4th for Louisville. And we'll talk to J.D. Thompson in the bottom of the inning. Yesterday's starter for the Commodores. Tied at 1.
Ooh, look at those pork chops. With Hidden Valley Ranch seasoning? Yes, please. Ranch seasoned, savory, and sizzling. Hidden Valley Ranch, only serious about flavor.
The new How to Train Your Dragon menu is now at BK. Get it before it disappears. Oh, toothless. Bold, tasty, and dangerously delicious. How to Train Your Dragon. Coming to theaters June 13th.
Have you ever looked up at the stars and wondered, is there life on other planets?
It's really happening.
On June 20th,
This is the most beautiful place I've ever seen.
This is the bathroom.
we are not
This is awesome!
alone.
Are you gonna eat me? What? Ew. What kind of alien are you?
Disney and Pixar's Elio, rated PG.
Good, man.
How are you?
Off to the Vanderbilt 4th inning, tied at 1. J.D. Thompson, junior left-hander, made his 16th start for Vandy yesterday against Wright State. And he carved up the Raiders. Gave up some runs early, but really settled in, Greg.
Yeah, you were fun to watch, JD. I mean, you really settled in. Fastballs got electric up in the zone, and you just took care of business. What are your takeaways from yesterday's game?
First of all, I got to give props to them. They're a great team. Early on, I could tell they were ambushing the slider. Wasn't trying to force that pitch, but understood I still had a fastball, curveball working for me, and that ultimately ended up letting me have a pretty good day.
Brody Johnston is going to lead it off here for Vanderbilt in the 4th inning as we talk to J.D. J.D., this team right now is on a magical carpet ride. You guys have won 9 in a row, and yesterday's come-from-behind win in the late innings was extra special. How do you explain what's going on right now for the Commodores?
Right now, we've been in those situations. We understand when we're down a few that we've come back from against some really good teams, so we don't try to get too tight or put too much pressure on us. We understand how good we are, and we have a lot of trust throughout this lineup and in our pitching staff, so we understand we always have a chance to win a ball game.
Coach Corbin says that the game is simple for you. Explain that to me.
I don't do a whole lot of thinking. I'm not a thinker on the mound.
Oh, that's hammered.
Oh, my God. I almost got flashbacks to the Louisville game.
We know what you're talking about, too.
Oh, yeah, but no, I'm just don't try to put too much pressure on myself. Just try to enjoy this game as much as I can. And honestly, I have a lot of trust with the guys. I understand the defense I have behind me, so I don't try to have to force anything or do too much and just kind of play the ball game that I know how to play.
Yeah, Brody Johnston almost homered there. He fouls this one back. This is the flashback you're talking about. This is from earlier in the season when we were interviewing you and Johnston hit it out.
Oh, that was awesome. That was a great moment. I need another one right here, Brody, please. Please.
Maybe you're his good luck charm.
I hope so. I hope so. I hope he gets a good pitch to hit here.
Bivens puts it in the dirt. So what do you think of the freshman in the year that Brody has had?
I mean, he's very mature for his age. He came in here, I mean, you know, kind of a lot of hype behind him, and he's lived up to it. He's coming here, I mean, he's put up, what, 14 home runs as a freshman, so I think he's doing his job so far.
All right, all the inter-squad games and simulated games that you guys had through the fall and early spring, how you pitching him?
For me, I know he's going to ambush a fastball, and I got to understand that, like, I got to get something out of the zone. I can't leave anything over the plate for him, or he's probably going to put it over that wall over there.
Well, he strikes out to start the 4th inning, and now here's Braden Holcomb playing for Tim Corbin, and everything that this program stands for and the success it has had. How is it to be a part of it?
You just got to buy into the process. It can be really difficult coming into it as a new guy, but once you kind of get a hang of everything and really start to buy into what he teaches us in the classroom, then you start to understand why he's so successful and, you know, why he has 2 championships.
JD, we appreciate your time.
I appreciate it. Thank you, guys.
JD.
Good talking to you.
Thank y'all.
He was fun to watch yesterday.
Yes, he was.
And it didn't quite have the knack this time around for Brody.
No, didn't help him out that time, no, but almost did. That ball was blistered foul.
Viven trying to get back on track. Had a little bumpy ride in the 3rd inning. Walked a couple of hitters. It led to a run as he threw a couple of wild pitches in the inning. But he strikes out Johnston to start the 4th. And strikes out Braden Holcomb looking. Back-to-back Ks here. Johnston and Holcomb. Tucker Biven trying to settle back in.
Man, he just had that little 8-pitch string where he was out, but this is so good. Carving up the bottom of the zone with a little slider, shows the 4-seamer off the plate, and then comes back with a 2-seamer straight out of that location, catches that outside corner, down and away, paint.
2 outs for Colin Barcy. Jumps on the first pitch, lifts it into right field. Eddie King ranges over, and he's going to make the catch. Tucker Biven, solid 4th inning. 3.5 in the books. We've got a great one in Nashville. Tied at 1.
Hidden Valley Ranch is made with real ingredients for real ranch flavor that's impossible to put into words. But that's pretty close. Indescribably delicious Hidden Valley Ranch.
The new How to Train Your Dragon menu is now at BK. Get it before it disappears. Oh, toothless. Bold, tasty, and dangerously delicious. How to Train Your Dragon. Coming to theaters June 13th.
Have you ever looked up at the stars and wondered, is there life on other planets?
It's really happening.
On June 20th,
This is the most beautiful place I've ever seen.
This is the bathroom.
we are not
This is awesome!
alone.
Are you gonna eat me? What? Ew. What kind of alien are you?
Disney and Pixar's Elio, rated PG.
Your brain with Allegra versus some allergy medications during rush hour. Some allergy medications can make you drowsy. But Allegra is different. Traffic jam? We got this.
Woo! We're nailing it.
Yeah, come on. Like a boss. Right on time.
Allegra is fast 24-hour allergy relief with 0% brain interference, so you can use it even when you're driving. It's a no-brainer.
Well, the loser of this game between Vanderbilt and Louisville is back here tomorrow against the Raiders of Wright State. That's Luke Arnold. His big home run earlier, 2-run shot that was the difference in the win over East Tennessee State. 7-5 the final. Boston Smith, the Wright State catcher, he has a couple of home runs in the regional. I mean, he's as hot as a firecracker. 16 homers the last 17 games for Boston Smith. So Wright State, they're still fighting, and they're going to be a tough opponent for somebody tomorrow.
Yeah, he's got 2 home runs this regional. 25 on the year, and he has just gotten scorching hot. Great swing.
Zion Rose, Tank Davis, and Kamayu Neighbors for Louisville. This is poked out to left center and deep. R.J. Austin on the run, and it is gone. Goodbye, home run. Zion Rose leads off the 5th inning with a blast to left center. His 12th of the year, and Louisville's back in front.
J.D. Thompson was talking about yesterday ambushing something. Zion Rose right here ambushes that first pitch fastball. And it's not too damp, it's not too cold tonight. That ball's getting out of anywhere. Great swing by Zion Rose to put Louisville back up on top.
And this one is hit well for Tank Davis to the gap. It's going to run all the way to the wall. Davis scampers into second with a stand-up double. Well, here comes Louisville now in the 5th inning. Back-to-back extra base hits. And Cody Bowker is starting to get squared up here. 2nd time through the order.
Man, 2 pitches, home run and a double. Tank Davis, you see what's really going good for him. Stays inside out on the ball. Same thing he did yesterday. Great swing.
Now here comes Scott Brown, his 13th year as Vanderbilt's pitching coach.
I think this is his first visit of the regional.
Yeah. And the Vanderbilt bullpen has been able to be really relaxed the last couple of days. This is the first real activity we have seen since just before the 9th inning last night when Sawyer Hawks was warming up to come in for the save.
Yeah, J.D. Thompson was really good. Gave up the 3 runs, but they all came on about 3 swings or 4 swings was all the damage. You can see right there coaching him up from the dugout. He's going to bunt right here.
Back-to-back hits for Louisville. 4 hits now for the Cardinals. Davis at second for Kamayu Neighbors, and he lays down a perfect bunt. Over to third goes Davis. Play at first. In time, they got him. Neighbors moves well. What a sacrifice. Perfectly placed. And now Davis is at third with 1 out.
Yeah, it looked for a split second like Bowker was having trouble getting this ball out of his glove. Nice job by Rigdon to get over there and cover. Give it a little bit of a stretch. Perfectly laid down bunt though.
And now they're switch hitting Alisea. Playing with a thumb injury. Swings at the first pitch and fouls it off. This thumb injury is on his left hand. He is fine to play the field, but it's still affecting him at the plate. He is basically hitting only from the left-hand side now.
Yeah, switch hitter. Injured his thumb sliding into second base and re-aggravated about a week ago.
Infield drawn in. Here against Alisea. Sat out the ACC tournament game. Has been available the last couple of days here for Louisville. And back out of play, foul, so now 1-2 with 1 out. And Davis at third base. 1 run already in here in the 5th on a home run by Zion Rose.
Yeah, Bowker is looking to make it through the 5th inning for the first time in his last 8 starts. He's been unable to navigate through this inning.
The 1-2 pitch. And another foul. Bowker was a two-way player until a couple of years ago. Decided to just focus on the mound. And he was playing a position in Georgetown and he transferred to Vanderbilt. Tim Corbin said, I want you to just think about pitching. He's done a fine job trying to get out of trouble here in the 5th. 1-2 to Alisea. 2-2.
I'll put you into Bowker's spot right here. He's trying to either get a punch out or soft contact at the bottom of the zone from Alisea. So he tries to get him to chase a fastball up out of the zone. Let's see where he goes here. This is the moment where you need to get a punch out. You need to get a pop-up, something in the infield.
Swung on and missed. Struck him out. Big out for Bowker.
And that's your mindset when you're on the mound in those situations. Runners on third, your infield's drawn in. You're trying to get soft contact, give your infielders a chance. Or once you get to 2 strikes, you go for that big punch out. He got it right there.
6 Ks now for Bowker. And they're 2 down as Lucas Moore comes up. Be big for Bowker if he can limit the damage to just 1 run here in the inning. Hit to the deep spot at short, and a bad throw from Vastine. A run comes in. Moore is safe at first, and you rarely see Jonathan Vastine throw one wide at first base.
Well, he knew he had no time. Backhand in the hole, and he just stays on the back foot. He's got no time to make this throw. A little bit offline, should go as a single.
Looked like there might have been a double clutch there, Greg.
Yeah, he's got to, probably had to reset a little bit in the glove, and just that little bit, that speed of Moore putting pressure on the defense.
That is going to be an error on Jonathan Vastine. Only his 3rd error all season.
Clay, I'm just going to go no.
You don't agree?
I do not agree.
That's a tough error.
Either does he. He was shaking his head no.
And big Matt Klein, who homered in the 1st inning, at the plate. And Bowker starts him with a strike. Kleiner's 5th home run of the year. And also struck out swinging against Bowker in the 3rd. These 2 teams, you knew it would be interesting when you saw this matchup on Selection Monday. Louisville and Vanderbilt meeting for the 10th time in the national tournament. That slice is foul. They met in the College World Series in 2019. Vanderbilt won 2 games against the Cardinals there and won the national championship. Also met in the 2013 Super Regionals here, and Louisville won both of those games. Throw over to first, and Moore is back. Anytime Moore is on base, he's going to draw attention. 47 stolen bases on the year.
I gotta believe he's just getting a feel for the timing of Bowker. Probably not going to run. You got a chance, left-handed hitting Klein up. Want to give him a chance to possibly do some damage, not get caught stealing.
One ball and 2 strikes to Matt Klein. And another throw over. That was a little closer play. Even Nelson slapping down the tag kind of came up and thought he had him.
Bowker's got a quick move, quick feet. The key to this quick move from a right-hander is making your feet spin quickly or getting your head turned quickly. You got to do something to get your body out of the way to make this move. And Bowker is ultra quick with those feet and getting them spun on the rubber. Moore's brought his lead in just a little bit.
1-2, chopper over the mound. And that's going to end the inning as Rigdon steps on the bag. Zion Rose starts the inning with a home run. Take Davis, a double, and an error leads to him coming in. And now the Cards lead it 3-1.
When your family feels protected under our roof, they're free to dream. And you can get a personalized rate based on how you drive. Customize what you pay with Drive My Way. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
The new How to Train Your Dragon menu is now at BK. Get it before it disappears. Oh, toothless. Bold, tasty, and dangerously delicious. How to Train Your Dragon. Coming to theaters June 13th.
Would you rather spend your summer like this?
Hey, Jim, how's your back?
Oh, you know.
I hear ya.
Or like this?
What's happening? Welcome. Allow me to adjust your gravity. No, I'm fine. Gravity on.
On June 20th, kick off your summer with
Elio.
Elio?
Elio.
You're more puny than I expected.
I could say the same about you. These are the lava tunnels. And I am not fireproof. Just get in my mouth. Actually kind of comfy in here.
Disney and Pixar's Elio. Rated PG, June 20th.
The Women's College World Series heats up in OKC as softball's elite compete for their ticket to the championship series. The Women's College World Series continues through June 6th on the networks of ESPN.
Well, tomorrow's Sunday night baseball matchup is the series finale between Aaron Judge and the AL East leading Yankees, and Shohei Ohtani and the NL West leading Dodgers. 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific on ESPN. Coverage begins at 6 Eastern with baseball tonight's Sunday night countdown. Boy, it was a rout today. 18-2, the Dodgers winning that game. They've taken the first 2 games of that series.
It's just a dynamic team. And Ohtani didn't go deep either, huh?
He had 2 yesterday. 18 runs. Well, here's Jonathan Vastine to lead off for Vanderbilt. Trailing 3-1 here on their home field. The Commodores trying to get something going against Tucker Biven. Vastine with that error. It was a tough error in the field last half inning. Breaking ball. Swung out and missed, 1-1.
Yeah, I mean, I just felt like it was a bang-bang play. It was going to be a tough play if he makes it. Had no time to make that throw. I just feel like it's a tough error.
Vastine followed by Humphrey and Mancini. 7, 8, and 9. That's down. You look at Tucker Biven's line, all of a sudden it's looking pretty good. 4 innings so far, 1 run, 1 hit. He's walked a couple, but he has 4 strikeouts, and he's really kept this Vanderbilt offense in check.
Yeah, it's good stuff. He's been at the bottom of the zone, just had about 8 pitches of where he just went sideways and then got it back on track. And I mean, the stuff is really good. You see why he's on the USA national team. Sinkers down bottom of the zone, 93, 94. Slider plays off of that, changeup off of that. Everything plays off of that sinker down at the bottom.
Walk and a couple of wild pitches led to the run that Mancini scored. Swung on and missed, gets another strikeout. That is number 5 for Tucker Biven. 1 out here in the 5th.
And this is what I'm talking about. So you're throwing a sinker down at the bottom of the zone. So they're seeing everything down there, down there, down there. And all of his pitches play off of that. This ball starts off at the bottom of the zone. Vastine sees ball coming down at the bottoms, gets the bat started, ends up chasing a breaking ball in the dirt.
This is Humphrey. Hits it hard, skips under the glove of Monroe into left field. Man, that ball had hair on it. Left the bat in a hurry for Jacob Humphrey. And that is the first hit since the leadoff single in the first inning for Vanderbilt by Rustin Rigdon.
Well, there's a reason they call this the hot corner. This ball is blistered. Jake Monroe playing up on the grass, respecting the speed of Humphrey. You draw him in close by being able to bunt, and then you hit it by him.
And now Mike Mancini, a walk and a run scored. He scored from second on a wild pitch. You don't say that every day.
A 2-base wild pitch. Just, you know, I've gotten to see a lot of baseball in my life. That one I'm going to probably put I've seen maybe once ever.
A lot of speed at first base, a lot of speed at home plate in Mancini. 19 stolen bags for Humphrey. 3-1 Louisville. Winners in the catbird seat tomorrow in regional play, being 2-0. And here's what we're talking about with Mancini. Back in the third inning. Gets away from Klein. He can't find it to save his life. Bivin gets to it too late. And Mancini never slowed down. The only run for the Commodores tonight, though. Off speed, called strike in the outside corner, 1-1.
Mancini didn't like that. Nice backdoor breaking ball, a little curve ball that Bivin will occasionally throw.
Vanderbilt, the #1 national seed, second time in program history. Playing from behind for their second straight night. But this is a team that has won 5 straight home games and come from behind style. This team never feels like they're out of it. Tim Corbin never seems flustered.
No. I mean, he's just cool, calm. These guys have done it before, been there. They know that their pitching staff's going to keep this offense down and give them a chance, and that's what happened yesterday. Stayed in the game, stayed in the game, stayed in the game. Offense opened it up late.
They have the #1 RPI during the year, the #2 strength of schedule. This is a seasoned, well-tested Vanderbilt team. 1 ball, 1 strike to Mike Mancini. The pitch, another off-speed delivery. And it's 1-2. Klein very quick to get out of his crouch and chase that down.
Yeah, Humphrey didn't get a good read on it at first base, so he stays put. But breaking ball just might be the one thing that Klein's really kind of struggling on his return. We've seen a lot of balls that has kind of bounced off of his glove.
Mancini homered yesterday. Has 4 on the year. Chopper to first. They're going to try and get 2. The lead runner is hit in the back of the helmet and he's safe. Humphrey got hit right in the head with that throw from Tage Davis. First and second and 1 out.
Like he's got a chance. It's probably not going to be a double play. One thing I would say, Tage Davis has got to get out of the baseline. He's got to find a way to make this throw inside. Throw runs back into the baseline. Runner is staying right on path. Tag needed to step up just a little bit, get out of it and get a different throwing lane.
Well, that's going to be an error on Tage Davis that allows Humphrey to get to second base.
This is what I'm talking about. So you have a throwing lane from that thing and it's on the inside part. It's towards the mound. You got to make that throw arm side to the receiving shortstop.
Now back to the top of the order in Rustin Rigdon. And this is where the crowd gets the Rooster chant going. Rooster is what they call Rigdon, the freshman out of Metter, Georgia. Has one of the hits tonight for Vanderbilt, one of the 2 are the Rooster heads. And now time is called. Matt Klein heads out to the mound. And now Dan McDonald comes out. We'll see if that's going to do it for Bivin or if this is just a reset for Bivin in the infield.
It's just getting everybody on the same page. Here's what's going on. Here's what we got coming up. Third time around the order. Hey guys, I need you guys solid. We're going to get a ground ball right here. Let's turn a double play. Probably a little bit of placement about Rigdon, how we want to pitch him. Just getting everybody on the same page. That really wasn't a coach's, that wasn't a pitching meeting. That was more about just getting everybody in the infield on the same page.
You see Justin West, left-hander, getting loose. Rustin Rigdon at the plate. 2 on, 1 out for Vanderbilt. Down 2 here in the 5th. Bivin starts him outside with a breaking ball. There you see the defensive set. Monroe on the cut at third base. 2-0.
Just go with a couple of breaking balls, and he has not landed very many of those. He's got one or two on the outside part of the plate, but he's used that more effectively off of that two-seam fastball down at the bottom of the zone, and you got to come with it right here.
Missed away, 3-0 to Rigdon with R.J. Austin on deck.
Rigdon's got a great eye for the zone. Very impressive.
Yeah, especially for a rookie, so calm at the plate. And he takes a strike there. Wanted to see one. And Biven buries one, 3-1.
Well, with the guys he's got coming up next, you're not going to give him the go on 3-0. You got Austin next, and then Riley Nelson after him.
Humphrey at second, Mancini at first, and now Biven will check the runners. Tucker Biven recently turned 21 years old. Spent a large portion of this season coming out of the bullpen. Gets the start tonight in a huge game. Junior from New Albany, Indiana, trying to dig deep here. Line drive caught. It's the only out they'll get. Neighbors looked for a quick throw to one of the bags, but everyone got back in time. That was the out Biven was looking for.
Man, how impressive to me the Vanderbilt deep offensive, the running game. Look at these guys, man. They are frozen on a line drive. You didn't have anybody that was remotely close to give Neighbors a chance to double up. And for me, that's just really well coached. Thoroughly impressed.
Rigdon scalded it, but nothing to show for it. Now 2 down for R.J. Austin. Still looking for his first hit of the regional. 0 for 3 yesterday, 0 for 2 tonight with a strikeout. Biven, his pitch is chopped. Going to be a tough play for Monroe. He has no play. Stumbling, getting to first base is Austin, but he does. And the throw gets away. And Austin is going to move up. Everyone's going to move up. And that is a run for the Commodores. Boy, a lot to unpack on that play. But it's now 3-2.
Well, we've had a couple of these balls where the guys are just so fast out of the box. Once Monroe makes the move to try to get Humphrey on the tag, the play's over. Don't do any more. And he tries to do a little bit too much with it, launches his ball, goes into the dugout. Austin gets second. Humphrey comes in to score. Mancini goes to third. This one set play, once you made the decision to try to get the tag, the play's over with. Just eat the ball, hold it, bases loaded, and a dangerous Riley Nelson up.
And now here comes Dan McDonnell again, and he will make a change. Well, that's the kind of stuff that has been happening for Vanderbilt here at home. They've been getting the breaks. They've been getting some timely breaks. And that one happens there. Knocks Biven out of the game. It's going to be scored a fielder's choice and a throwing error on Jake Monroe. And so now it's 3-2. Pitching change here in Nashville. Back in a moment.
Fire it up.
The all-new Dragon Flame Grilled Whopper is here at BK. Bold, juicy, flame grilled, and ready for adventure. Experience a new kind of flame at Burger King. How to Train Your Dragon, coming to theaters June 13th.
Have you ever looked up at the stars and wondered, is there life on other planets?
It's really happening!
On June 20th,
This is the most beautiful place I've ever seen!
This is the bathroom.
we are not
This is awesome!
alone.
Are you gonna eat me? What? Ew. What kind of alien are you?
Disney and Pixar's Elio, rated PG.
Your kid's brain with Allegra versus some allergy medications in the math quiz. Some allergy medications can make your kids drowsy.
1, 2, 3.
But Allegra is different.
7 times 51? No biggie. 357.
Ace. Well done.
Allegra is fast, non-drowsy allergy relief with 0% brain interference, so your kids can stay sharp at school. It's a no-brainer.
We can't get enough of the WNBA. Dallas Wings select Paige Beckers. With more stars and more heat than ever.
Ridiculous!
The WNBA on ESPN.
Welcome back to the NCAA Baseball Regionals presented by Capital One. He's Greg Olson. I'm Clay Matvick here in Music City. 3-2 Louisville as Vanderbilt continues to hit here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Tucker Biven is out of the game now. 4 2/3. So far giving up 1 earned run. Struck out 5, had some control problems there for a bit. And now turns it over to Justin West, the left-hander making his 21st appearance. Hasn't pitched in a couple of weeks. Last time out, 1 shutout inning against Wake Forest on May 17th.
Yeah, fastball is going to be 88 to 93. Occasional two-seamer, curveball, changeup. He gets the lefty-lefty matchup with Nelson. Justin West is holding lefties to a 279 average, but Riley Nelson hits lefties almost as well as he hits righties. Hits them at a 348 clip.
Nelson 1 for 5 in the regional, but that one a big one. The 2-run homer last night in the 8th inning to beat Wright State. 2 on, 2 outs, and time is called. And think back, you know, this inning probably should be over. Remember, Mike Mancini was hitting the back of the helmet. That would have been a force out at second base.
It could have been a double play.
Things have gotten out of control here for Louisville. Now ground ball, and that's going to end the inning. Stepping on the bag is Davis. And so Vanderbilt's going to have to settle for 1. But now it's a 1-run game. We're through 5 in Music City. 3-2 Cardinals.
Fire it up.
The all-new Dragon Flame Grilled Whopper is here at BK. Bold, juicy, flame grilled, and ready for adventure. Experience a new kind of flame at Burger King. How to Train Your Dragon, coming to theaters June 13th.
Would you rather spend your summer like this?
Hey, Jim, how's your back?
Oh, you know.
I hear ya.
Or like this?
What's happening? Welcome. Allow me to adjust your gravity. No, I'm fine. Gravity on.
On June 20th, kick off your summer with
Elio.
Elio?
Elio.
You're more puny than I expected.
I could say the same about you. These are the lava tunnels. And I am not fireproof. Just get in my mouth. Actually kind of comfy in here.
Disney and Pixar's Elio, rated PG, June 20th.
Jeff, you good?
Yeah, 1 sec.
Listen up. Jeff has a sore back, and it's the Rec League semifinal. Let's get our man back in the game. We got the ice, and we got the hot. Ice works fast, heat makes it last. Icy Hot, you're so back.
The Women's College World Series on the networks of ESPN.
The WNBA on ESPN. We can't get enough.
We're in Nashville tonight on the road to Omaha. The Men's College World Series starts June 13th. For more information, go to ncaa.com, the home for all 90 NCAA championships. Alongside 1989 American League Rookie of the Year, Greg Olson, I'm Clay Matvick here in Nashville. Night number 2 of the Nashville Regional. Winner of this game will be 2-0 going into Sunday. Loser is back tomorrow to take on Wright State. The Raiders showing a lot of scrap today, taking out East Tennessee State 7-5, keep their season alive. This is Jake Monroe to lead it off here in the 6th for Louisville. Strikeout and a hit by pitch tonight. 3, 4, and 5 for the Cardinals this inning. Tucker Bivin came out of the game, the starting pitcher for Louisville, in the last half. And I don't think he was any too happy about it.
He was not happy at all. And being a former pitcher, you're taking me out of the game, and there's been 2 errors in the inning. I'm getting a bunch of weak ground balls. You want a chance to get deep in this game.
This is hammered to left center, and that's going to run the gap. Jake Monroe cruises into second base, standing up. Leadoff hitter is on here in the 6th inning for Louisville.
Monroe looking to make a difference in this game. Just had that error last inning. Gets a sinker in. Spins it. His first hit of the tournament. Had been 0 for 4. But JUCO All-American last year at John A. Logan. Solid hitter.
He was a guy who was hitting .400 through the end of March. Obviously his bat cooled down a little bit, but gets his first hit of the regional. And now this is Eddie King Jr. Tried to hold up. Couldn't do it. 1 strike.
Did he go? Yes, he did. That one's easy. Home plate umpire Brandon Cooper right there.
Ground ball. Vastine looks back the runner, throws, and Eddie King Jr. is retired. He is 0 for 3. So there is 1 out here in the Louisville 6th. The leadoff man has been on 3 innings in a row here for Louisville. And it looks like we're going to get a pitching change. Yeah, Tim Corbin coming out. They're congratulating Cody Bowker on the effort. He leaves trailing, but pitches into the 6th.
He did a nice job. Solid, good stuff at the bottom of the zone.
Back in a moment.
We see plenty of summer days in triple digits, and we knew that the Trex material was going to be a little cooler, but was shocked how much cooler it is.
Trex, the #1 performance-engineered decking and railing brand for your life outdoors.
Hello, hello, hello. Get same-day delivery and text a personal shopper for last-minute additions. Just tap Target.
Fire it up. The all-new Dragon Flame Grilled Whopper is here at BK. Bold, juicy, flame grilled, and ready for adventure. Experience a new kind of flame at Burger King. How to Train Your Dragon, coming to theaters June 13th.
Would you rather spend your summer like this?
Hey, Jim, how's your back?
Oh, you know.
I hear ya.
Or like this?
What's happening? Welcome. Allow me to adjust your gravity. No, I'm fine. Gravity on.
On June 20th, kick off your summer with
Elio.
You're more puny than I expected.
I could say the same about you. These are the lava tunnels. And I am not fireproof. Just get in my mouth. Actually kind of comfy in here.
Disney and Pixar's Elio, rated PG, June 20th.
The UFL is the spring football league.
More of what you love.
The atmosphere, the intensity. Must see for every football fan. The United Football League. All season long on ESPN, ABC, and ESPN+.
For multi-game coverage of the NCAA College Baseball Regionals, scan the QR code. ESPN Plus subscribers can access expanded coverage with Squeeze Play. Big hit. It is every year. Back here in Nashville, pitching change. Levi Huseman is going to replace Cody Bowker, who goes 5 1/3. Didn't walk anybody, struck out 6. But gave up a couple of home runs, 1 to Klein, 1 to Rose, and now turns it over to Huseman, who's making his 18th relief appearance. A lot of strikeouts and very few walks this year for Huseman.
Yeah, command guy. Fastball, 2-seam, 4-seam, 90-93. Slider's got a pretty good swing and miss rate on it, and curveball as well. So he's coming running in right here. Pike's a left-handed hitter. Tag Davis, 2 hitters down from that's a lefty. And then you got a couple switch hitters at the bottom of the lineup.
14 of his 17 appearances have been shutout appearances. Going to try and keep that trend going. Garrett Pike is at the plate. The Louisville DH. And try and drive Jake Monroe in. He's at second base. Led off the inning with a double. One out. And the 1-0 from the left-hander. 1-1. So both starters out of the game now. Bivin for Louisville. Bowker for Vanderbilt.
Nice job by Barcy behind the plate. Fastball pulled way wide. He's able to get out there, keep that runner at second base.
Checked his swing, pitches outside. And now 3-1 the count. And Zion Rose is on deck. Remember what he did last time up. Leadoff home run in the 5th. And lost him. So Huseman comes out of the bullpen, walks the first hitter he faces. 2 on, 1 out. And now he has to deal to Rose with a lot of traffic. And this is Zion Rose, his last plate appearance. He has 2 hits tonight, including this homer.
Well, that was not the idea that Coach Corbin wanted, bringing Huseman into this game. Gets lefties out at a big clip of 148. Righties have done some damage, hitting 321 against Huseman.
That's a shocker, too. He only 2 walks all year. Walks the first guy he faces tonight. And misses down here to Zion Rose.
Well, so, I mean, me being a bullpen guy, here's what I'm thinking. Okay, they bring him in to get the left-handed Pike. I'm intentionally walking Zion Rose, hypothetically, and then you got the lefty Tag Davis coming up next. And that would probably have been the game plan, but that's all gone awry right now with the Garrett Pike walk.
Another one in the turf. Blocked up nicely by Barcy, but Huseman better dial in quickly here. Because at some point he's going to have to throw something in the strike zone, and we know how Rose can barrel things up.
Yeah, 12 home runs on the year, 2 for 2 tonight. He's seeing the ball well. Cut fastball he took to right field, and then that home run that we showed you earlier.
Huseman sets the pitch. And again misses low. 8 pitches, 7 have missed.
Wouldn't mind a mound visit by Barcy just to walk out there, settle him in. Huseman's really focused on keeping the ball down, and he's doing it so much that he's missing everything.
3-0. Trying to throw him off a little bit. Zion Rose flash bunt. It's a strike.
I always loved when hitters did that to me, Clay, because you just gave me a target right in the middle of the zone.
It actually helps you.
Yeah.
3-1 pitch. And strike 2. So now Huseman starting to zone in here. Full count.
How about that? 3-1. Breaking ball. He lands that sweeping slider behind in the count. Now Zion Rose has got to be in between both pitches.
Jake Monroe started the inning with a stand-up double. He's at second. Garrett Pike walked. 1 out. And a 3-2 count on Zion Rose, the sophomore from Chicago. Swung on and missed. Huseman battles back and gets the second out of the inning.
Huseman just settled in, locked in. Not a great start to it. Trying to get that breaking ball, trying to find it. 3-0. Gets back into the count. Lands a slider. And now he's got Rose on back foot breaking ball. Just nasty wipeout slider, 3-2. A little bit of a tip of your cap right there.
Yeah. Yeah, Rose acknowledging Huseman's effort. And this is Tag Davis. Tag a double and a run scored in 2 trips. Looking for a big 2-out hit. Neither team has a 2-out hit tonight. A combined 0 for 12. Louisville 0 for 6. Vanderbilt 0 for 6 with 2 outs. Check swing, called a strike.
That's what that slider does to these left-handed hitters. They see the ball out of the hand, and Tag Davis was just totally unprepared for that fastball right down Broadway.
18 homers for Davis, a Louisville freshman record. The 1-1. Outside. You think about some of the freshmen that Louisville has had in recent years. Alex Benellis, he hit 14 as a freshman in 2019. Chris Dominguez, further back, hit 15 as a redshirt freshman in 2007. A College World Series trip for the Cards. Davis has 18. Swings and misses, 2-2. A little off speed there from Huseman.
Yeah, short. That slider, he's got a big sweeping one, and then he's got one that's a little bit shorter, almost like a cut fastball. And that's what he's landed the last 2 pitches to Tag Davis.
2 on, 2 outs. The 2-2 in the turf, full count. And now Huseman climbs back on the rubber. He has made things interesting since coming out of the pen.
Well, he's already showed that he will throw this breaking ball behind in the count, 3-2. Tag Davis has got to be up there looking for that breaking ball and try just to foul off a fastball if one comes.
3-2 ball game. 3-2 pitch outside, walked him, bases loaded. Two walks this inning, matching the season total for Huseman coming into the night.
Yeah, just unbelievable. 15 innings on the season. He's had 2 walks. He has 2 tonight in 3 hitters.
And now this is Kamayu Neighbors batting from the right-hand side against the lefty Huseman. And chops it foul. Neighbors, the first of 2 switch hitters back-to-back in this Louisville lineup in the 8 and 9 spot. Alisea behind him.
Yeah, but Alisea is going to be hitting left-handed.
Yeah, no matter what.
He did yesterday because of the thumb.
Yeah, no matter what, he's hitting left-handed. That stays off the plate. 1-1 the count. Kamayu Neighbors, senior out of Carson, California. Hit .305 at Cal State Northridge last year. He's been a nice addition on the infield for the Cardinals this season. Hits it hard to short. Backhanded by Vastine. He'll flip to second for the out. Louisville loads him up, scores nobody in the 6th. 3-2 Cardinals. Halfway through the 6th.
Feel protected under our roof, so your family can dream fearlessly. Bundle life and save up to 25% on home and auto. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Hidden Valley Ranch is made with real ingredients for real ranch flavor that's impossible to put into words. But that's pretty close. Indescribably delicious Hidden Valley Ranch.
The new How to Train Your Dragon menu is now at BK. Get it before it disappears. Oh, toothless. Bold, tasty, and dangerously delicious. How to Train Your Dragon. Coming to theaters June 13th.
Have you ever looked up at the stars and wondered, is there life on other planets?
It's really happening!
On June 20th,
This is the most beautiful place I've ever seen!
This is the bathroom.
we are not
This is awesome!
alone.
Are you gonna eat me? What? Ew. What kind of alien are you?
Disney and Pixar's Elio, rated PG.
The Women's College World Series heats up in OKC as softball's elite compete for their ticket to the championship series. The Women's College World Series continues through June 6th on the networks of ESPN.
3-2 Louisville as we go to the bottom of the 6th inning. Only a couple of hits tonight for Vanderbilt. This is how they've been scoring. Mancini scored from second on a wild pitch. That was in the 3rd, and in the 5th, some errors led to another Vanderbilt run. Not a lot of offense tonight for the Commodores, but they're right in this game down 1.
They're right where they want to be, and they've found a way to steal a couple runs off this Louisville team. And you look up, and here's the middle of the lineup again, and a chance to tie this game up.
And Brody Johnston, just the guy to do it, the freshman. Checked his swing, and it's called a strike. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout tonight. Remember last night, led off the 7th, got the first hit for Louisville. He was the energy that the Commodores needed at the right time, and it sparked the comeback. This one knocked down at 3rd by Monroe, won't have a play. And so Johnston sets the table for the Commodores in the 6th.
Like Monroe might have taken one on the hand right there. Tough play, should go down as a base hit.
And it will.
But boy, I'll tell you what, when you're struggling in the field, the ball seems to always find you.
Now Monroe had an error in the 5th inning. 2 errors tonight for the Cardinals. That's a hit. Just the 3rd for Vanderbilt. Johnston's aboard, and now here's Braden Holcomb. 0 for 2 with a strikeout. Justin West came on last inning in relief of Tucker Biven. Got the 3rd out in the 5th. Holcomb swings and fouls it off. Again, Vanderbilt has won 9 in a row. 5 straight at home in come from behind style. 4 in the last at bat. 3 walk-offs. This team right now feels like it's never out of the game. They've been playing from behind all night tonight. One and 1 to Holcomb. It's a guy that has started to get going at the plate, and they needed him to. His 8-game hitting streak ended last night. He was hitting .229 a little over a month ago. And now that batting average in the 280s.
Eight home runs, 22 RBI, second half of the season. Coach Corbin calls him a refrigerator that can run.
That's a compliment.
It is a compliment. It's a big man.
Swung out and missed, 2-2. An off-speed pitch from West. Holcomb hit a ball 466 feet last year over the scoreboard in Baton Rouge. And so, yeah, he's compact, but a lot of power.
Wow. What a great pitch. 90 miles an hour on the outside corner. Four-seamer stays right there. Man, you know what? Brandon Cooper's right on it. That ball's about a ball off the plate. I'd still want it for a strike play.
Yeah. Well, Justin West trying to figure out the strike zone since coming in last inning. 3-2. Hit to the hole, and that's going to get through into left field. Back-to-back hits for Vanderbilt here in the 6th inning, and now trying to take third is Johnston, and he's going to get there. It was bobbled in left field by Zion Rose, and Vanderbilt quickly takes advantage. Second and third now, and nobody out.
This Louisville defense. This is just a seeing eye ground ball, finds a hole. And bobbled a little bit, gets far enough away. And you love the aggressiveness Look at Coach Corbin was laying down going, oh, this is going to be close.
Yeah, this could be another error on Louisville. Their third in 2 innings.
I mean, Louisville has led for, in essence, 1 inning or half an inning. They got the top of the 9th out last night. They have been trailing this whole regional. Excuse me, Vanderbilt.
Colin Barcy is 0 for 2. And now it's a ball and a strike to Barcy. Now here's a guy too that has been kind of quiet in the regional, and throughout the season has had some big moments. Did not catch last year because of an arm injury. He's been great behind the plate. And lines one right to Monroe, who can't make the catch. Has to throw to first. He'll get the out. Boy, that was a missile off the bat of Barcy. Monroe dropped it, but was able to recover for the first out.
This ball is just blistered. And all Monroe can do is really defend himself. Gets the glove up, kicks out of the glove. Quick check at third. Good throw to first base.
I think you're right, though, about Monroe. It seems like everything is finding him, and his confidence is a little rattled. You can see it.
He is really rattled. Yeah, it just feels like nothing is going to stay in that glove. He's had 2 hits that have been at him that he could have made the play. They gave him hits. And then we've shown that error that he had last inning.
3 errors tonight for Louisville. That ties his season high. That pitch outside to Jonathan Vastine. Vastine, he has an error himself tonight, a rare error, just his 3rd of the year. He's 0 for 2 at the plate. But he has some pop here in the bottom part of the Vanderbilt order. 9 home runs out of the 7 hole. Takes a strike on the outside corner.
He's picked it up. Batting average .345 over the last 9 games. Been swinging it really well, and one of the unique and rare individuals that the lefty-lefty matchup really doesn't bother him. Hits .276 against lefties. Braden Holcomb is livid at second base, having a conversation with second base umpire Darren Hyman. Thought that West balked.
3-1 pitch. There's a strike, full count. Humphrey is on deck. Jacob Humphrey is 1 for 2 tonight. Vanderbilt was 0 for 8 with runners in scoring position in that loss at Louisville. And swung on and missed by Vastine. 2 down. Big strikeout for Justin West.
Well, if your defense isn't going to pick you up, you got to take care of business yourself. Gets Vastine chasing fastball up out of the zone. Huge second out.
And now Vanderbilt 0 for 7 tonight with runners in scoring position. Humphrey will try to get something in. West starts him away. Justin West came in and got the 3rd out last inning. He's given up a couple of hits. No runs so far. .1-0 pitch, fouled off by Jacob Humphrey. 2nd year at Vanderbilt, transfer from UMass Lowell. Another character from Maine. Cody Bowker, the starter tonight for the Commodores, a Maine native. So is Humphreys from Standish, Maine. And Tim Corbin, of course, a New Englander. He hails from New Hampshire. Always recruits the Northeast very well. Off the plate, 2-1.
Another great pitch. Coach Corbin was talking about that. He went up to see Humphrey in summer ball. And Bowker was pitching, and it ended up being a package deal.
Not bad. Little twofer. 2-1 pitch. Off speed, lands it in there for strike 2. At Vanderbilt tonight, with runners on and with runners in scoring position, just 1 hit. Two, and now a full count. Now Justin West has first base open, of course, and you've got Mike Mancini on deck, but Mancini's not a prototypical 9-hole hitter. He's a designated hitter. Hit a big home run last night.
Yeah, he actually hits lefties better than he hits righties.
Tag to left. It's going to stay in the ballpark. Zion Rose coming in, makes the catch. And Justin West walks a tightrope, but the Cardinals out of the dugout to congratulate him on getting through the 6th inning and preserving a 3-2 Cardinals lead here in Nashville.
The new How to Train Your Dragon menu is now at BK. Get it before it disappears. Oh, toothless. Bold, tasty, and dangerously delicious. How to Train Your Dragon. Coming to theaters June 13th.
It's a rare thing when someone you've been with for so long finds a way to surprise you. It's like discovering E-Trade's easy-to-use platform now comes with the power of Morgan Stanley.
Mom can speak walrus?
Would you rather spend your summer like this?
Hey, Jim, how's your back?
Oh, you know.
I hear ya.
Or like this?
What's happening? Welcome. Allow me to adjust your gravity. No, I'm fine. Gravity on.
On June 20th, kick off your summer with
Elio.
Elio?
Elio.
You're more puny than I expected.
I could say the same about you. These are the lava tunnels. And I am not fireproof. Just get in my mouth. Actually kind of comfy in here.
Disney and Pixar's Elio, rated PG, June 20th.
And here's where we make sparkling ice caffeine.
So many cans.
Not just cans. Yes, you cans.
Yes, you cans?
As in, yes, you can enjoy sparkling ice with a boost of caffeine. Or yes, you can overcome that afternoon slump.
Wow. Is there anything yes, you cans can't do?
Well, yes, you cans are just cans. But with sparkling ice caffeine, you can.
I'm the can.
The yes, you can was inside you all along. Sparkling ice caffeine. Anything but subtle.
Welcome everyone to Omaha, Nebraska, home of the College World Series.
'Cause here I come, I wear it all on my sleeve, so everything you see shows you where I'm from.
Bolts back and makes the catch. Somehow hung on. Back-to-back jacks.
More, can you believe it?
Well, Tim Corbin knows what it takes to get to Omaha. So does his counterpart, Dan McDonnell. Each has been to 5 College World Series. Tim Corbin has won a couple of them. He's making a pitching change as we move on to the 7th inning. Connor Fennell, the Dayton transfer, also from New England. He's from New Hampshire, just as Tim Corbin is. And Fennell has been a fun pitcher to watch this year.
Yeah, really just exploded onto the scene. 6-0, 2.68. Fastball is going to be upper 80s. 2-seam, 4-seam, slider, changeup. Just highly competitive. Goes by the nickname the Slim Reaper.
Well, he doesn't overpower you, that's for sure. But he knows how to get outs. Was the SEC Pitcher of the Week back in late April. That 3-inning save against Tennessee at the SEC tournament as well. Has only walked 11 this year, 82 strikeouts. Alicea trying to bunt his way on to start the inning and taps it foul. So a ball and 2 strikes on Alex Alicea. 0 for 2 out of the 9 spot tonight. Again, still dealing with that thumb injury. Chops it foul. So Louisville got 1 in the 1st inning on a home run from Matt Klein. 2 in the 5th inning, a homer by Rose. And then Davis driven in after doubling right after Rose's homer. Came in on an error. This is lined into right field. Base hit, Alicea. So the shortstop greets the new pitcher with a ringing single to right. Lucas Moore is at the plate now, and this is what he did yesterday against East Tennessee State.
Yeah, just lightning quick bat. Gets things started for Louisville. He's got a spot right here. Nice piece of hitting by Alicea. It's a fastball down in the zone. Seen 4 of them before that. And spins it to right field.
Alicea has 29 stolen bases. How aggressive do you anticipate the Cardinals to be with him here?
Well, you got a chance. I might, try to get him started and let Lucas Moore try to do some damage on a swing, a little run and hit.
This is popped up, and it's going to get out of play. Really, Alicea is probably a leadoff hitter on any other team, but he fits nicely in the 9-hole. 29 stolen bases for him.
Yeah, both these teams have really nice 8-9-hole guys that will spin the top of the lineup around, and Alicea is one of those. 29 stolen bases, hitting 300 on the year.
Fennell throws over again.
Thought we might see Fennell tomorrow. That was discussed. Obviously, big game right here, big spot. You bring in one of your main go-to guys, but he was in line for the start tomorrow.
That's upstairs. A ball under strike to Lucas Moore. Hitless tonight. 0 for 3, reached on an error in the 5th. Inside out swing to left field. Braden Holcomb on the warning track makes the catch in the corner. Quickly gets it into second base. And Alicea has to scamper back to first. Boy, Holcomb did a nice job getting that back in. So there's one out for Klein.
Change up down bottom of the zone. Moore stays inside of it. Holcomb knowing he's got to get this ball back into the infield quick. Alicea will try to take that bag.
Klein with the homer in the 1st inning. Got the scoring started for the Cardinals. 5th home run of the year. That wrist injury happened on March 22nd. He was on the shelf for 2 months. 3rd game back. And when the Cardinals lost him, Greg, they lost their starting catcher, their cleanup hitter. That's where he was hitting at the time. He's in the 2-hole tonight. And also their captain. In a lot of ways, the heartbeat of the team.
Yeah, and Coach McDonald said it. They had a meeting, called all the captains in, and let them know that Matt Klein's probably done for the year, broken wrist. He said the mood in the room was dejected, and that was when he turned to Eddie King and said, you got to pick it up right here.
Long set for Fennell. The 0-1 to Klein. Strike on the inside corner, 0-2. Alicea at first after picking up his first hit of the regional, and now Brody Johnston is going to shift over. The 3rd baseman moves to the right side of second base. They're hoping Fennell can shoot a double play ball here. One out, the 0-2.
I love what Fennell's doing. Taking advantage of the pitch clock. It can go 2 ways. It can either speed up a guy who is slow, or it's also a guy who's fast. Fennell is now just sitting there holding Alicea, holding Matt Klein, making everybody extremely uncomfortable. Really great job of changing the pace of the game. And that was one thing I always said, if I had a pitch clock, I'd be standing there. I got 14 seconds. I don't have to throw a pitch. You got to stand in the box. You got to stand over at first base in your lead. And when I played, you had 3 seconds and the hitter would step out of the box because everybody's uncomfortable. Now you got 13 seconds.
It's like a staring contest.
Yeah. Well, the problem is I can't flinch.
The 1-2 to Klein. That's low. He's blocked by Barcy. And now it's 2-2. Klein waiting patiently. The 2-2 pitch. Back to Fennell. Goes to second for one. To first. Double play. Great stretch by Nelson at first as he digs it off the turf. 1-5-3 double play. That was Brody Johnston who turned it at the second base bag. That's how the inning ends. It is stretch time in Nashville. 3-2 Cardinals in Music City.
The new How to Train Your Dragon menu is now at BK. Get it before it disappears. Oh, toothless. Bold, tasty, and dangerously delicious. How to Train Your Dragon. Coming to theaters June 13th.
Would you rather spend your summer like this?
Hey, Jim, how's your back?
Oh, you know.
I hear ya.
Or like this?
What's happening? Welcome. Allow me to adjust your gravity. No, I'm fine. Gravity on.
On June 20th, kick off your summer with
Elio.
Elio?
Elio.
You're more puny than I expected.
I can say the same about you. These are the lava tunnels. And I am not fireproof. Just get in my mouth. Actually kind of comfy in here.
Disney and Pixar's Elio. Rated PG, June 20th.
Your brain with Allegra versus some allergy medications during rush hour. Some allergy medications can make you drowsy. But Allegra is different. Traffic jam? We got this.
Woo! We're nailing it.
Yeah, come on. Like a boss. Right on time.
Allegra is fast 24-hour allergy relief with 0% brain interference, so you can use it even when you're driving. It's a no-brainer.
Let's go! The Rob Dwalish-Willie, the Sugar Show! Juliana Pena!
How are you going to beat me, Kayla?
Kayla Harrison!
I will be champion.
Well, the winner of this game is in the regional final. And the loser's back here tomorrow. 3 o'clock Eastern time to take on Wright State. The 4-seed advanced through that elimination game. Victory over East Tennessee State 7-5 today. (3-2) Louisville leading as Vanderbilt hits here in the bottom of the 7th. Mike Mancini, Rustin Rigdon, and R.J. Austin due up. The winner of this regional will take on the winner that comes out of the Hattiesburg Regional in the Super Regional round next weekend. Today, the 2-seed Alabama was knocked out by the host Southern Miss. And Miami and Columbia battling right now. And it is 9-1 Miami in that ball game. Swung out and missed. Mike Mancini strikes out. Justin West continues to get outs coming out of that Louisville bullpen.
It's a really nice sequence. Fastball to start, and then it goes breaking ball, lands it for a strike, and now Mancini is on the defense. Expands the zone, go chasing a breaking ball out of it. Big first out in the 7th inning.
He's Greg Olson. I'm Clay Matvick. This has been fun on a beautiful night in Nashville, Tennessee. Back to the top of the order here. Rigdon 1 for 2, a single and a walk. Lined out to Kamayu Neighbors, his last time up, hit it really hard with a couple of runners on, but right at Neighbors.
This is Rigdon's first at bat from the right side. Switch hitter. He's hitting 273 versus lefties. About 20 points higher than he does versus the right-handers from the left side.
So he can hit from either side. He can also throw with both hands. I can't spell ambidextrous. I can say it. I can't spell it. Comebacker. Alisea covers a lot of ground at short, makes it look easy. That is a pretty play by Alex Alisea. ranging to his left and gets out Rigdon, who can move.
We probably have two of the top shortstops in college baseball on the field here. Alisea ranging to his left, quick release, quick throw, right on the mark.
Here's R.J. Austin again. Austin is 0 for 3. We still haven't seen any 2-out hits tonight. The teams combined 0 for 14, each 0 for 7. Pitch from West is fouled back. R.J. Austin has been a mainstay on the field for Tim Corbin since his freshman season. Corbin calls him a throwback. He's old school, can play anywhere. He's most comfortable, obviously, in center field. And Vandy has used him out there, but great teammate.
Yeah, said just best athlete on the field. Could play anywhere.
Skids over to Neighbors, and that is a 1-2-3 inning for Justin West. Louisville protecting a 3-2 lead as we head to the 8th in Nashville.
Will you marry me?
Is that Hidden Valley Ranch? This is the most flavorful day of my life.
Easy squeezy Hidden Valley Ranch.
Only serious about flavor.
Feel protected under our roof, so your family can dream fearlessly. Bundle life and save up to 25% on home and auto. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
The new How to Train Your Dragon menu is now at BK. Get it before it disappears. Oh, toothless. Bold, tasty, and dangerously delicious. How to Train Your Dragon. Coming to theaters June 13th.
Would you rather spend your summer like this?
Hey, Jim, how's your back?
Oh, you know.
I hear ya.
Or like this?
What's happening? Welcome. Allow me to adjust your gravity. I'm fine. Gravity on.
On June 20th, kick off your summer with
Elio.
Elio? Elio.
You're more puny than I expected.
I could say the same about you. These are the lava tunnels. And I am not fireproof. Just get in my mouth. Actually, kind of comfy in here.
Disney and Pixar's Elio. Rated PG, June 20th.
Let's go. The Rob Dwalish-Willie, the Sugar Show. Juliana Pena.
How are you going to beat me, Kayla?
Kayla Harrison.
I will be champion.
Tonight's Capital One rewarding performance. How about the home run from Matt Klein? First inning goes opposite field, got the scoring started for the Cardinals tonight, and then his teammate Zion Rose in the 5th. Leading off that inning, they would get one more run in the 5th. And it's 3-2 Cardinals as we move to the 8th. Tightly contested ball game between these two programs that last met in the NCAA tournament at the College World Series in 2019. Vandy beat Louisville twice in Omaha, went on to win the title.
That's just an 87-mile-an-hour fastball right down the middle of the plate. These Louisville hitters and most of the SEC just can't pick it up out of his hand.
The Slim Reaper?
The Slim Reaper.
And that's a strikeout for the Reaper. Jake Monroe looks at strike 3. First out of the 8th.
This is just good morning, good afternoon, good night. Fastball bottom of the zone. Monroe doesn't quite agree with it. But another one reaped. Is that a word?
Yes, it is. Connor Fennell, the transfer from the Dayton Flyers. Eddie King Jr. at the plate now. Strikeout victim back in the 4th inning. Eddie King Jr. led the Cards in home runs last year. He had 14 last year, passed that total yesterday. And his 54 runs batted in, that is a career best. 3-1 now to Eddie King Jr.
Coach McDonald said he had at least 2 home runs robbed this season.
This one is hit well to left field, down the line, and it's going to be in the corner. King is going to head for second, and the throw not in time. Eddie King Jr. 1-out double here in the 8th.
Fourth hit of the tournament. Sinker down at the bottom of the zone. King just drops the head of the bat, hooks it down the left field line. Tell you what, Holcomb, man, he gets to the ball and gets it in quick. You don't have too much time. Poke him out in left field, getting the ball in if you're going to sit there and admire your double.
Runner in scoring position now for Garrett Pike. Louisville designated hitter. That was hit number 7 for Louisville tonight, Greg, and 5 of them have gone for extra bases.
And that has kind of been one of their keys.
Yeah.
They're 33-6 when they're out hitting their opponent, and 1-14 when they are out hit.
Pike is looking for his first hit of the night. 0 for 2 with a walk. Had a couple of bingos last night, drove in a run. Was their 3rd team All-American last year at Toledo. Has been a good fit for the Cardinals. Trying to add to the 1-run lead late. Fennell's pitch is fouled off. You know, speaking to what you were saying, to your point, you know, a lot of times, you know, Louisville easily gets to double-digit hits. It's been a harder night tonight, you know, getting hits on the board, but double-digit hits in 31 of their 57 games.
Yeah, these guys can swing it and play a lot like their coach did in college at the Citadel.
That's going to be a punch out as the appeal to Danny Cricks, the third base umpire. Pike couldn't hold up. Second strikeout of the inning for Fennell. 2 down.
This is what Fennell is right here. A little bit of a pitch sequence. This is my favorite thing to do. All right, 2-seam fastball, bottom of the zone. Foul ball. Now I'm going to show you a changeup, and now I'm going to run that changeup out a little bit further. You can't lay off of it. You got to get the bat started.
Now Scott Brown, the pitching coach, comes out for a quick chat with Connor Fennell. What a job Brown has done over the years. He has mentored 44 major league draft picks. 13 have gone in the first 3 rounds. And the pitching staff this year, top 10 in the nation in ERA again.
It's just amazing. They just keep running them out there. These guys can pitch. Fennell, like I said, was probably in line to get the start, but they need him here to throw up a couple zeros and give this offense a chance to overcome another deficit.
2 outs for Zion Rose. Homered in the 5th. Strike called. Yeah, Vandy trailed 3-1 in the bottom of the 8th last night. Played it 3 to win it, 4-3. Trailing 3-2 here. They want to try and keep it that way. What was Brown's message to Fennell? It was a quick conversation.
Well, just stay on point. If you don't get ahead, here's what we're going to do. You know, you do not have to give in. You got an open base.
To center. Ball not carrying tonight. R.J. Austin backpedaling. Catches it near the warning track. Hit well by Rose, but it's the 3rd out. We played 7.5. Still 3-2 Louisville.
Fire it up.
The all-new Dragon Flame Grilled Whopper is here at BK. Bold, juicy, flame grilled, and ready for adventure. Experience a new kind of flame at Burger King. How to Train Your Dragon, coming to theaters June 13th.
Your kid's brain with Allegra versus some allergy medications in the math quiz. Some allergy medications can make your kids drowsy.
1, 2, 3.
But Allegra is different.
7 times 51? No biggie. 357.
Ace. Well done.
Allegra is fast, non-drowsy allergy relief with 0% brain interference, so your kids can stay sharp at school. It's a no-brainer.
Have you ever looked up at the stars and wondered, is there life on other planets?
It's really happening!
On June 20th,
This is the most beautiful place I've ever seen!
This is the bathroom.
we are not
This is awesome!
alone.
Are you gonna eat me? What? Ew. What kind of alien are you?
Disney and Pixar's Elio, rated PG.
The UFL is the spring football league.
More of what you love.
The atmosphere, the intensity. Must see for every football fan. The United Football League. All season long on ESPN, ABC, and ESPN+.
It's a similar spot for Vanderbilt as it was last night, trailing in the 8th, and that's when the magic started to happen. A couple of home runs, including the 2-run homer for Nelson. Originally called foul. They changed the call on the field, and that was the winning hit. 4-3 over Wright State, and as fate would have it, guess who's leading off here to start the 8th inning in this one-run ball game? 3-2 Louisville here in the bottom of the 8th.
Riley Nelson, you get 3, 4, 5, 1-run lead. That brings us to Wyatt Danielewicz.
Yep, new pitcher on. Justin West did a nice job after Tucker Biven left. And now Wyatt Danielewicz, who missed all of last year with an injury. Only pitched a couple of innings in 2023, but they have used him a ton this year. This is his 24th relief appearance.
Yeah, solid arm, fastball, four-seam, 88 to 90, slider, curveball, changeup. The batting average is against. Now he's got Riley Nelson, a lefty, and a couple righties. He gets lefties out at a 184 clip. Righties he gets out at a 175 clip.
Nelson not only held off the board, held hitless tonight, 0 for 3. And Danielewicz starts him blown away. 9 wins in a row for Vanderbilt. They have won 5 straight at home in come-from-behind style. They have 7 wins this year, trailing after 6. I mean, this team never feels that it's out of it. They have the magic again tonight. This one is lined to right. The shift is on, and it's caught. Kamayu Neighbors was practically in Eddie King Jr.'s lap in right field on that shift.
Seen the shift work a couple of times tonight. And this one is absolutely perfect. A base hit any other time, any other place. Neighbors stationed right there in shallow right field. Riley Nelson's like, really? What are you doing there?
So that's a big out for Danielewicz. As Johnston comes up, infield single his last time to the plate. He is 1 for 3. Johnston in the 4-hole. Braden Holcomb to hit next, but Vanderbilt now, running out of opportunities.
Danielewicz came in that May 6th game against Vanderbilt in Louisville, pitched the 8th inning. Scoreless, hitless, with 3 punch-outs.
Bounding ball up the line, and that is going to be foul. Called out at first base, but the home plate umpire, Brandon Cooper, called it foul. So that is just a foul ball. Everybody's going to have to return to their spaces on the field and settle down. There's some upset Cardinals here. They thought that was an out.
Well, right here, we're looking right down the line. That ball looked like it came across the line, got into foul territory.
Yeah.
Home plate umpire Brandon Cooper right there, right on it. That's his call until it gets to the bag. Vandy fans are the ones. Ooh, man, that was going to be a close call.
And you can see Dan McDonald is out. He just wants an explanation from Brandon Cooper, the home plate umpire. But, you know, from here, it certainly looked foul.
I thought it just barely got across. Monroe tried to get it fair, which I was going, this might be a risky play.
Yeah, no doubt. Foul ball. Well done by our camera crew. Now, how about that? Another 8th inning.
Fair foul?
Fair foul call. In a Vanderbilt game. 1 out here in the 8th. That pitch is down. So 2-2 here to Brody Johnston. 14 homers, 54 runs batted in. He's been really good in his freshman season. Big homer in the SEC tournament title game. Foul back.
This guy was the guy that ignited the rally, broke up the no-hitter in the 7th last night.
Loser of this game has to turn around and play early tomorrow afternoon against Wright State. Wright State beating East Tennessee State, keep it season alive earlier.
Whoa.
Oh, that goes up over the catcher and back to the screen.
I've done that before. Don't worry about it. Ball slipped. You know, look at your hand. Makes, you know, kind of just gives some idea of what happened. But throwing a breaking ball, man, you don't quite get out front of it. You lose the grip just a little bit. Yeah, you might lose 1 or 2.
Well, that's why pitchers try to get a banned substance on their fingers to make it a little tacky.
That's exactly it.
And I can't imagine you ever did that. Swung out and missed. Struck him out. No slippage there for Danielewicz. Out number 2 for a strikeout for Wyatt.
How about that, man? I love that. So he throws a ball to the backstop. All right, 3-2. Biggest moment of the game so far. I'll give you a little backdoor breaking ball and punch you out.
You always played by the rules.
I used not banned substances that were sticky.
Like what?
Bubble gum and possibly some other substance that, you know, chewing tobacco, maybe like a little Red Man.
Danielewicz starts Braden Holcomb with a strike. He is 1 for 3 tonight. Man, you think Wright State would like another chance at Vanderbilt? I don't know that they care who they play, but
yeah, I'd be kind of curious to have that conversation. Like, who are you guys rooting for right here? You want the offensive Louisville, or you want the pitching and defensive Vandy?
Shift is on to the left side, swung out and missed by Holcomb, and now it's 1-2.
Short little slider starts in the left-handed batter's box. Hitter recognized it as a ball coming out of the hand, and then it's just a nice tight spin, catches the outside part of the plate.
Short drive from Louisville, Kentucky to Nashville, Tennessee. Good Cardinal contingent on hand. They're on their feet, getting behind Danielewicz. The pitch inside, and the count is even. You know, Dan McDonald was talking about this with us before. You know, in the 8th inning, you get through 3, 4, and 5. That'd be a great thing, but don't be surprised they come up again in the 9th. Foul back. And just when you think you're done with the meat of the order, somehow you're never done with the meat of the order.
They always find their way up. The 8th or 9th inning never fails. I never had a save where it went 7, 8, 9. It was always 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 4.
2 outs. Bases empty. The 2-2 hit hard, hit high, hit deep. Right field, long run. King, he makes a running catch in the corner. Eddie King Jr. Great speed to get to that ball and finish the 8th inning. 9 straight Vanderbilt Commodores retired. And the lead stays 1 for Louisville here in Music City. The NCAA Baseball Regionals presented by Capital One. What's in your wallet?
The new How to Train Your Dragon menu is now at BK. Get it before it disappears. Oh, toothless. Bold, tasty, and dangerously delicious. How to Train Your Dragon. Coming to theaters June 13th.
Would you rather spend your summer like this?
Hey, Jim, how's your back?
Oh, you know.
I hear ya.
Or like this?
What's happening? Welcome. Allow me to adjust your gravity. No, I'm fine. Gravity on.
On June 20th, kick off your summer with
Elio.
Elio?
Elio.
You're more puny than I expected.
I could say the same about you. These are the lava tunnels. Chloe and I am not fireproof. Just get in my mouth. Actually kind of comfy in here.
Disney and Pixar's Elio. Rated PG, June 20th.
Your kid's brain with Allegra versus some allergy medications in the math quiz. Some allergy medications can make your kids drowsy.
1, 2, 3.
But Allegra is different.
7 times 51? No biggie. 357.
Ace. Well done.
Allegra is fast, non-drowsy allergy relief with 0% brain interference, so your kids can stay sharp at school. It's a no-brainer.
The WNBA on ESPN. We can't get enough.
NCAA Baseball Regionals in Nashville presented by Capital One. 3-2 Louisville leading the #1 national seed Vanderbilt as we move to the 9th. Here's Commodores quarterback Diego Pavia, transferred from New Mexico State, and helped Commodores have a great year. Upset Alabama last year, rooting on the doors for a little magic 2 nights in a row. They're going to have 9th inning magic here tonight after 8th inning magic last night. And now the Cardinals looking to pad their lead. Take Davis, Kamayu Neighbors, Alex Alicea. 7, 8, 9 here in the 9th. Davis is 1 for 2. Thought about offering, held up, and that's called a ball. 3 balls and no strikes. Connor Fennell, the Dayton transfer, on the mound as the shift goes back into play here. Hit high. It's going to stay in the ballpark. Davis hits it a mile into the sky. Comes down into the glove of R.J. Austin for the first out of the Louisville 9th.
Well, the freshman gets the 3-0 go. Fastball middle of the plate, just missed it.
Yeah, he didn't miss it by much either. Again, a lot of home runs for Davis, 18 on the year. That's a Louisville freshman record. Now this is Neighbors.
Look at Fennell. He's just going, just look at me. Look at me. Let's go.
It's like a psyop before every pitch.
It really is. He's just staring. And Neighbors is like, I'm getting in the box. I am not looking at you, because once I look at you, I better be ready to swing. And Fennell's going, come on, look at me. Look at me. Let's go.
You know, you're sitting 2-0. Whoever wins this ball game on Sunday, somebody's got to beat you twice in 2 days, and the loser has to win 3 ball games, Sunday and Monday, to get to the Super Regionals. I mean, this is an important ball game here tonight.
Yeah, it's a tough road.
I mean, it does happen. 30% of the teams have won a regional with a loss, but being 2-0, much better place to be.
Well, you get to sit back and watch a team do or die in first game on Sunday.
Popped up left field. Neighbors is retired. 2 up, 2 down for Fennell. He absolutely needs to keep it a 1-run deficit to give Vandy its best chance in the 9th. And Alicea will stride to the plate for the 4th time tonight. Got a single his last time up. Fennell's first pitch, and Alisea lays it down, one-handed by Johnston. Great throw. Oh, not in time. And look at Fennell. He is arguing from the pitcher's mound. He can't believe that call. He thought it was an out. And here comes Tim Corbin out to home plate to argue.
That is about as good as it gets. Unbelievable bunt.
Vanderbilt is challenging the call of first base.
Johnston,
call of save.
do or die play, bare hand, fire, as good as it can be.
Man, bang, bang play. And look at Fennell. So emotional.
He couldn't tell. That's what he's saying. Riley Nelson's going, I can't tell. Don't look at me. I think it is, I think Alisea beat the throw by about a baseball spike.
That's not much, then.
That is not much. I'm going to stick with it. I think everything's hitting it about the same time.
And it's going to be hard to overturn it.
It really is.
Call on the field was out. And if it stands, it'll be the first 2-out hit tonight for either team.
And it's on a bunt single to third base.
How about it? Well, a shocker that we have a review late, a little drama late here in Nashville again tonight. I think he's safe, and that was the call on the field, and I think it's going to stand up.
I agree. I agree. It's bang, bang, ball's in the glove right there, foot's on the bag. I think Vandy's got a chance to go 0-2 on their challenges.
There's Riley Nelson.
Fennell is hot.
Yeah, he's still hot. Nelson went over there to try and calm him down.
You know, when the coach says, hey, you know what, I love this guy, he is so competitive, and I'm talking about Fennell, that is what the competitiveness looks like on the field. Man, you know what, he was out. Everybody's out.
I'll be shocked if they overturn this. Here we go.
After review, the call on the field stands render safe. Vanderbilt used their second challenge.
All right, so Vandy's out of challenges. As Alisea is safe at first with the first 2-out hit of the ball game for either team. And it's back to the top of the order in Lucas Moore. And if Louisville could plate another run or two here before the bottom of the 9th, man, that'll put them in great shape to get to Sunday 2-0.
Well, then you're probably going to see Alisea take off right here, try to get moving, get Lucas Moore a chance.
There he goes. Good call. Here's the throw from Barcy, and it is late. Stolen base, Alisea. You called it, Greg. He was off with the pitch.
Try to get him in a scoring position. You take that shot. Perfect pitch to throw on. Alisea just got a great jump.
'30th stolen base on the year for Alisea. Popped up off the bat of Moore. Long run coming in. Holcomb got there. 6, 7, and 8 due up for the doors. We're looking for some more Nashville magic. Come back to Music City. You don't want to miss this.
Hidden Valley Ranch is made with real ingredients for real ranch flavor that's impossible to put into words. But that's pretty close. Indescribably delicious Hidden Valley Ranch.
When businesses thrive, so do our communities.
My name is Oscar Zavaleta. I'm the principal for the Montes Group. I just knew that I wanted to be the person that made the decisions. Without Bank of America, the growth of our company would have been difficult. The way I look at it is Bank of America is one of my partners.
Unlock new possibilities for your business and community. What would you like the power to do? Bank of America. Contact one of our local business specialists at bankofamerica.com/local business.
Fire it up.
The all-new Dragon Flame Grilled Whopper is here at BK. Bold, juicy, flame grilled, and ready for adventure. Experience a new kind of flame at Burger King. How to Train Your Dragon, coming to theaters June 13th.
Have you ever looked up at the stars and wondered, is there life on other planets?
It's really happening.
On June 20th,
This is the most beautiful place I've ever seen.
This is the bathroom.
we are not
This is awesome.
alone.
Are you gonna eat me? What? Ew. What kind of alien are you?
Disney and Pixar's Elio, rated PG.
Well, Vanderbilt has won 5 straight home games, coming from behind, 4 in the last at bat, 3 walk-offs. Holcomb against Alabama getting it done. How about Holcomb against Kentucky getting it done? And Jonathan Vastine against Kentucky. I mean, this team has had a ton of magic. We saw it last night against Wright State, Riley Nelson. Vanderbilt down 3-2. Takes a look at his dad in the stands. Gets a pitch he likes. It was called foul. They looked at it again. Reversed. Home run. 4-3 the final. And now we'll see what Vanderbilt can do tonight. 3-2 Louisville leading. Here in the bottom of the 9th, we have had 1 walk-off win in the NCAA tournament so far this year. West Virginia 4-3 over Kentucky. Sack fly in the bottom of the 9th. And that's out of 56 games that have gone final in the national tournament. So will we get a walk-off here tonight? New pitcher is on for Louisville. It's Jake Schweitzer, his 21st appearance.
Yeah, freshman fastball is going to be 88 to 91, 2-seam, 4-seam, slider, curveball, changeup. In the biggest moment of his career, really solid numbers. 2 saves. Opponents are hitting 192. He's only allowed 1 home run in those 33 innings.
Now, one of those saves against Vanderbilt earlier this month. Colin Barcy at the plate. Checks his swing, a ball and a strike. Barcy, Vastine, Humphrey due up.
Well, this is the fun part about being a closer. You got to attack the zone. You don't want the leadoff guy to get on base. You also don't want to give him something good to hit where he can go deep, because that will tie the game. So a lot of factors, a lot of mind things going on in the life of a closer walking in right here. Ultimately, you go to your best pitch when it's time to dance.
Tucker Bivens started, Justin West, Wyatt Danielewicz in relief. Now Jake Schweitzer trying to close this one out for Louisville. They won their 12th straight regional opener yesterday, beat East Tennessee State. Longest active streak in Division I. Now trying to get a big round 2 win over Vanderbilt and get to the Sunday regional final. Vandy, the #1 national seed. That puts a target on their back. Schweitzer's pitch misses down, 2-2.
Wow. That ball looked like it caught a lot of plate. Schweitzer's got to regroup. You got to let that pitch go. You got to move on. Good location on that fastball.
Look out. That backs off Colin Barcy. It's a full count now. And here comes that Vanderbilt crowd. There have been a lot of stretches of this ball game. They've been kind of sitting on their hands. Here they come. Look at it, hit him. Colin Barcy gets hit with a 3-2 fastball. He's on to start the 9th.
How big is that 1-2 fastball? It looked like to me was strike 3. Next 2 pitches are way wide. Leadoff man on. Jonathan Vastine coming up. Got 3 sack bunts on the year. I assume he's going to be looking to lay a bunt down. Brings in a pinch runner.
R.J. Hamilton little speed now on the bases for Vanderbilt. Places Barcy. Tying runners at first base, Roger Williams. The veteran pitching coach for the Cardinals comes out, trying to settle down Jake Schweitzer. This could have been strike 3 right here. I don't know. I thought that was inside myself.
Okay. I'm just saying, did a little piece of that baseball catch a little piece of that black?
Yeah, maybe, but I don't know that that's been a strike tonight.
I agree with that. It has not been a strike. Was that the whole change in the at-bat, though? Schweitzer was money, was doing well, was in control of that at-bat until that pitch. And then after that, the next 2 pitches get way loose.
And now Vastine representing the winning run. 9 home runs on the year for the Vanderbilt veteran shortstop. Infield in on the corners. And a strike. And home plate umpire Brandon Cooper getting an earful here from the Music City folks.
Hamilton's got 2 stolen bases. This is kind of a unique situation. They're trusting. They got Monroe way up. They are trusting that Vastine's going to bunt. You can see Tag Davis leave early.
Strike 2.
Or at least he left early on the first pitch. And I thought R.J. Hamilton might jump into a big lead.
And now with 2 strikes, would they trust Vastine to bunt?
I don't think you do it. I think he's a veteran guy. You give him a chance to put something in play.
Well, he tried, and he swings and misses. Schweitzer makes quick work of Vastine for the first out.
Next couple pitches, bottom of the zone, and this one nasty late 2-seam action, diving down and away.
Vanderbilt has won 6 of the 9 regionals it has hosted, but most recently in 2023, Oregon advanced out of Nashville. It's hard to come back after you lose on Saturday. Humphrey takes a strike. So after hitting the leadoff man, Colin Barcy, Schweitzer starting to dial in here in the 9th now.
And he has been nasty on right-handed hitters. They're hitting 134 on the year.
0-2. That had a little giddy up at 90.
Well, he's been showing 2-seam, and that one, a little 4-seamer, stayed on plane. Humphrey thinking he's getting a 2-seamer, and he's getting a 4-seamer, completely different spin.
Strikes him out on 3 pitches. Back-to-back strikeouts, and now Vanderbilt down to their last out here in the 9th inning.
And I would love to know what Roger Williams said when he came in that mountain visit, because after that, it's been 3 up, 3 down. Have a great night. Just clockwork. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 2 punch outs.
Now Mancini hit a home run yesterday in that big 8th inning. And he looks at ball 1. Mike Mancini, the junior from New York. That critical solo home run in the 8th made it 3-2 in that Wright State comeback. Swung on and missed. Ball and a strike.
Mancini's been excellent in the postseason so far. Talked about his huge home run last night.
One pitch. It's outside. Louisville Cardinals kind of stumbled down the stretch in the regular season. Got an at-large bid from the ACC. 2 seed in Nashville. Tough draw here against the #1 national seed, but trying to get a win. This is lined into right field. Base hit. Mancini on his way to 3rd is Hamilton. He is going to be held up there as the throw comes in quickly from the outfield corner by King. Runners at the corners, 2 outs. Back to the top with Rigdon coming up. Boy, that was stroked by Mancini.
Yeah, that sinker got down and in. Mancini dropped the head of the bat. Off and running is R.J. Hamilton, and he is not thinking about staying at second. Doesn't even pick up Corbin at third base. He is just gone. And then waiting for any other action to happen. If that ball gets away from anybody in the infield, he's scoring the tying run.
Vanderbilt 0 for 8 with runners in scoring position here tonight. As Rustin Rigdon takes a strike inside, and Rigdon did not like it.
Breaking ball
time is called.
Yeah, breaking ball caught the bottom of the zone. Just a little bit of timeout. Really the first breaking ball we've seen, and probably that one was off the plate.
Now they say Rigdon is really calm for a freshman. Very level-headed. He lost his composure just for a moment there, and time was called to reset him. One strike, back up the middle, and a race to the bag. Louisville's going to win the ball game. Alisea beat Mancini to second base, and the Cardinals win it. 3-2. There will be no magic in Music City tonight for the Doors.
It's a great job by the freshman Schweitzer getting it done. Alisea wins the race to the bag, and that was about as bang-bang close as you could possibly get. Louisville steps up, gets enough, overcomes 3 errors, and beats Vandy at home.
A great 9th inning. It doesn't turn out the way the home crowd thought it might. Louisville 2-0 going into Sunday's regional final tomorrow night. And Vanderbilt will have another date with the Raiders of Wright State tomorrow afternoon. West gets the win. Schweitzer his 3rd save. 3-2 the final. There you see it. Louisville tomorrow night. 9 o'clock Eastern. 8 o'clock here in Nashville. Play either Vanderbilt or Wright State. So now Vandy up against it. They're going to have to win twice tomorrow, hoping to force a Monday game with Louisville. And this is the 9th inning. And I'll tell you what, Schweitzer was impressive.
Really was. Lost it for about a split second, and then after that got his composure back and locked it down.
Yeah, after he hit Barcy, he was in control. So in their 15th NCAA tournament appearance, Louisville has now made it to the regional final 13 times. 13 for 15 in getting to regional finals. That is impressive. And the Cardinals do it again here in Music City.
Dan McDonald knows how to get it done. Very experienced, and this moment's not too big. Louisville struggled coming into it. A lot of people were surprised at them getting a 2 seed. But man, they're healthy and all back together again.
That was fun. We knew it would be. We hope you enjoyed it. 3-2 the final. The Cardinals beat the #1 national seed Vanderbilt. We're back here for day 3 in Nashville tomorrow. We hope you can join us. For Greg Olson and our entire crew, I'm Clay Matvick. So long from Middle Tennessee.